Shut up, hag. Hag, yeah. We don't want to hear, look, we don't want to hear none of that, okay? You got to turn outside. Let me go live. Let me go live, because you back over there lying again. Lying again. Girl, we don't care about none of that. Girl, we don't want to hear about no Goomber. We don't want to hear about no husband. We don't want to hear about Essie. Girl, we don't give a about none of that. None of that. Yeah, no, no, no. And it's no disrespect to Goomba or SC. It's just we just don't give a like we just don't care. Like, hello? Hello? We just don't care. Like that's just what that word. There you go losing people over there manic on a Thursday. Yes. It's Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, girl. Ooh, girl. Yeah, we don't care about none of that. Let me show you what we care about. Oh no, grow, oh grow. Imagine trying to make the person the enemy because they were sitting right next to you when you said this.
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed with a man put a gun in your head and tell you sing, or he's gonna blow your brains out.
Hey y'all, please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. I'm about to say hi to y'all. I'm gonna let y'all get on up in the building.
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed with a man put a gun in your head and tell you sing, or he's gonna blow your brains out.
Who did that?
While he's raping you.
Oh, while he's hurting you. Ooh, Lord. That's terrible. Who did it?
That's what Sean Carter done to me.
Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Imagine this person doing this to you, okay? And they're up on the chopping block, and you want to talk about everything but this. Yeah. You want to bring up SC, all of that. Girl, we don't give a fuck about none of that, okay? Because you're only beefing with it because one, you're psycho, and two, you beef with everyone. You don't have any friends. You got to know how to be one in order to have them. Absolutely, you're psycho. Absolutely, okay? 1, 2. And then 3, because she won't lie for you. No, you're psychotic because you're willing, because she was sitting right above your girl, right upstairs, right next to Stormisha, girl. When you said what you said, she heard it clear as day. No AI, no deepfake. So you want her to be psycho because you're psycho and lie about she heard herself. That's stupid. That's why I said we don't give a fuck. Okay? Imagine being mad because you won't lie for me. I am so upset with you, yo. I am so upset. On Monday, when I was over there with Storm, you know I didn't say that, yo. You know, the deep fake, see, we got him. We got what? Got what? What did you say when you sat on Stormisha's with her?
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed with a man with a gun in your head and tell you sing, or he's gonna blow your brains out while he's raping you. That's what Sean Carter done to me.
Imagine wanting to talk about everything but this. Imagine not wanting to talk about the Jane Doe because people are going to want you to compare your stories just like you do with any and everybody else. Just like you do with any and everybody else. Yeah, how you just mirror the victims. How did you hear a story and all of a sudden it's a part of yours. It's a part of your narrative. And I'm a girl, part of your lies, part of your trauma. Yeah. Imagine wanting to talk about everything but the biggest story of them all. Yeah. We have a truth teller saying this happened to him. Yeah.
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed with a man put a gun in your head and tell you sing, or he's gonna blow your brains out.
Ooh.
While he's raping you.
Ooh. Trigger warning. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, Lord.
That's what Sean Carter done to me.
Okay, and Essie was sitting right there when you said that's what Sean Carter done to me. She was sitting right there. Yeah. So it's angry. Lie with me. It's like, no, I don't want to lie with you. I don't want to lie with you, girl, please. Girl, please. No, ain't no NDA. In order to have an NDA, you have to sign your signature on something, right? She's the one who said nothing's in her name. She don't have no bank accounts, none of that stuff, because she don't want her signature nowhere. She don't want her DNA, her blueprint nowhere. Yeah. So you go from not having a bank account because you don't want to sign your signature on it, but you sign one on the NDA, and then my girl. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. If you had an NDA, didn't you want when you said this?
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed.
Where was the NDA? Where was it? In that Crown Royal bag? Where was it? Ooh, that was cute. Ooh, that was cute. There is no such thing as an NDA when it comes to the Hag. Yeah, in order to sign a non-disclosure, that means that events happened that you can't talk about.
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed with a man put a gun in your head and tell you sing, or he's gonna blow your brains out while he's raping you.
NDA?
That's what
Where?
Sean Carter done to me.
Ooh, where? NDA where? What NDA? What are you talking about? Yeah, how you do it? Yeah, she don't believe in signing her signature and putting her signature on nothing. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. See, I know everything I need to know about this whole baby. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, there's no such thing as an NDA when it comes to her. I mean, now, if you want to be boo-boo the fool and fall for it, because again, who says that just to say this? Not I'm saying this because I have an NDA. I'm saying it because I lied. I'm saying it because none of those things ever happened.
Let me explain it because you do a bad job.
Go ahead.
Were those my words? Yes.
Yes.
But not in that context.
But not in that context?
They took pieces of phrases that I actually said.
Oh, okay.
Did terrible pauses and terrible edits trying to emulate.
Then why didn't Essie see that? Wasn't y'all on the same panel? Or was she deep faked too? Yeah. That's weird. See, there was no pauses. You were talking. So when you were talking, Stormisha was listening, and so was Essie. That's it. That's what that were. You're upset. You're angry because you got caught in your own lie. Nobody asked you, even on that panel, Stormisha nor Essie, asked you about what Jay-Z did to you or anything. No, that's just you being the diarrhea mouth, like your body, with your pamper wearing ass, that you are. The liar that you are. No one asked about Jay-Z. Wasn't nobody talking about Jay-Z, nothing. You just fucking crazy. You're out of it. Yes. Correct. No one was talking about Jay-Z. No one was talking about him, okay? That was you and them crumbs over the girl. That was you. Okay? You said that. So that there is no step, there is no deep fake, there is no AI, there's none of that. It's just psycho. That's all it is. TMZ is mine. It was just that. Just you crazy. Yeah, that was your window looking ass. Absolutely. Your tongue froze to the pole ass. That was you. Okay? That was you over there sitting in front of that group home saying what Jay-Z didn't do. Okay? Because what you say?
I guess you'd say my more theatrical side, my personality, which they also
Go side.
Just so they could create a way to get me to say that Sean Carter did something to me that he didn't do. That Sean Carter did something to me that he didn't do. That Sean did something to me that he didn't do. That Sean Carter did something to me that he didn't do. That Sean Carter did something to me that he didn't do. That Sean Carter did something to me that he didn't do. That Sean Carter did something to me that he didn't do.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So that they could prove I was
wow.
to discredit me.
Ooh. 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 Nobody discredited you. Weird. Who cut her off and said she was lying when she said this? Anybody cut her off?
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed When a man put a gun in your head and tell you sing.
Nobody's discrediting you. Nobody said, shh, stop, shut your mouth, lying. Stop lying on Sean Carter. Yeah, nobody said that. Nobody said that at all. Just like in this video that we just played, you recanting that Jay-Z never did anything to you after you said all of these lies on him and my girl. When you came over here and said what you said, you didn't say anything about an NDA.
Let me explain it because you do a bad job.
Go ahead.
Did you hear anything about an NDA?
Words? Yes. But not in that context. They took pieces of phrases that I actually said, did terrible pauses and terrible edits, trying to emulate, I guess you could say, my more theatrical side of my personality, which they also got wrong. Just so they could create a way to get me to say that Sean Carter did something to me that he didn't do, so that they could prove I was a liar to discredit me.
I didn't hear anything about an NDA. I'm confused. Hello? Hello? I didn't hear anything in an NDA. Yeah. Because when you sign an NDA, there's certain things that you can't say, even if it's a crime. If it's a crime, you have to report it. It don't mean I get to go forward, although I signed an NDA with this person. So Amber Rose, she signed an NDA with Kanye, right? So if Kanye did something to her that was breaking the law, okay, committed a crime, right? SA, DV, you know, whatever, okay? She would have to go report that to the police. That doesn't mean that she get to go around and do hundreds of interviews, you know, and talk about these things. No. Go contact the police. Then after you contact the police, when criminal charges are brought up against that person, you make sure the charges stick, all that good stuff. After court and stuff is over, then yeah, you have the right to go around and say whatever you want to say about that, because that's something completely separate, you know? That NDA protects other things now. It doesn't protect this, you know, this crime, it does not protect. So that's hilarious. What NDA? Like that's weird. When people say that. Childish, thank you for the super sticker, sweetheart. She says she blocked me from her chat for asking if all of the other accusations on platforms were also edited. And that's the problem. See, she wants a bunch of yes men around her because she's narcissistically psycho. Okay? Everybody that's around her, if you're not agreeing with what she's saying, you gotta go. Even if you're just asking a question that may not be in agreement with her, then you're a troll. How is having a question you being in trouble? How are you saying you don't went around for years putting allegations on Jay-Z, and now that it's time to get him locked up because people want to look at us like, oh, is Jay-Z paying you? If he was paying anybody, the hag. It would be the fucking hag because she has the information to get him incarcerated. The hag has the information to file a lawsuit against him as well. I don't fucking know Jay-Z. I don't know him. I don't. Ain't never met him, nothing. Can't tell you nothing about the man besides what I can read or see. That is it. Never encountered him. But this bitch said that he tied her down, R-worded her, put a weapon to her head, told her to, not my son, all of that, while R-wording her. So you literally have the information to do what even the Jane Doe at this moment can't do. But now you want to retract. Now you want to talk about everything but. Now, instead of acknowledging what you said on other platforms, not just Stormisha's, other one too, you want to blame it on other people. Again, that's what psychotically narcissistic people do. It's never her fault. Although no one encouraged her on Stormisha's show. Shout out to Tasha Sherry. Thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships, sweetheart. If y'all got a membership from her, please thank her. So on Stormisha's, no one encouraged you, nothing, to say anything about Jay-Z, about Sean Carter. You brought him up. You said that he did those things to you. Where are you getting AI? You're psychotic. So the people that follow her, it say more about you than us her. I know she crazy. I know she on lithium but ain't taking it. I know she got multiple diagnoses. What the fuck wrong with you though? That's what I don't know. For someone to tell you, imagine y'all fighting harder for the Jane Doe than y'all fighting for the hag. Hello? Because ain't all of this about justice at the end of the day? Or is this just content? What is this about? It's about just right. It's about getting Jay-Z locked up, right? It's about put where he belong, right? Okay, well, she holds the key. She holds the key, but then she goes and buries it. And then because we'll talk about it, we work for Jay-Z. We work for Jay-Z because she lied on sexual assault. I work for Jay-Z. She said that he put a weapon to her head, and now she's trying to act like an AI said that a deepfake said that. He forced her to sing while forcibly penetrating her and R-wording her at the same time. I have to ignore that. If I bring that up, I'm a troll. If I bring that up, I'm working for Jay-Z. I bring it up, Jay-Z paying me. You know, you're an idiot. Like, you're literally an idiot. She lied to y'all. Bold-faced lies. And what makes it even more disgusting, the reason why I played these clips, I'm going to play this one too. The reason I play them, she's so psychotic and sick and just deranged that she will lie on her own dead son. She will lie on her own deceased
My son
son.
died because he was my son.
He died because of
He
your
was targeted because he's my son.
He
was working on his EP. I bought Philadelphia for him so he didn't have to sign to a company because I knew what it was going to do. And turned at Rocnation.
Lie.
And they approached him to sacrifice me.
He wouldn't do it.
I saw this death.
Why are we not having this conversation? Why is the Hag supporters not wanting just for Giovanni? Why are y'all not fighting her to go file charges, Rocnation, or at least sue them for having her son as an intern? And because her son would not end her life, they ended his. But this bitch over there talking about everything but. This psycho is over there talking about everything but. Literally lied on her own deceased child and said that he worked at Rocnation. He interned at Rock. That is a lie. You lied. Giovanni never worked for Rocnation. Ever. He wasn't even that serious enough about his music to even be interning anywhere or anything like that. What are you talking about? But we supposed to ignore that. Why? Hold her accountable, because she's not. She's allergic to accountability. She's not going to do that. Hold her accountable. Fight for what's right. What is right, y'all need to be out here screaming and hashtagging in these streets. Justice for Giovanni. Justice for Giovanni. Justice for the Hag. She was R-worded at GUN point by G. Why do we not want justice for her? Hello? Justice for the Hag. Justice for Giovanni. No, I'm never going to leave that hole alone. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Say I don't. What's going to happen? You going to keep writing it? Hello? Hello? Fuck Jag. Now what? Lie to her own dead son. Imagine. Imagine. You so thirsty to take Jay-Z down. This is the time. This is the time. You're not shouting this from the mountaintop.
When he was 19, I'm just here to stop it, to prevent it, to avoid it. They take them away to show you what the harm is. Giovanni.
They take them anyway. Rocnation is who she's talking about.
His death is why I do what I do. My son died because he was my son.
He died because of
He
your
was targeted because he's my son.
He
He was working on his key.
Lies.
I bought Philadelphia for him.
Lies.
So he didn't have to sign to a company because I knew what it was going to do.
Lies.
He interned at Rocnation.
Lies.
And they approached him to sacrifice me.
Lies. He wouldn't do it. Why in the would an intern have to be making sense? Ain't that for artists? Ain't that for people on their way to the next level? From intern to mailroom? Like, before you start in the mailroom, you're going to have to sacrifice your mom. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Correct. 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 Yes. Yes. If you trying to pass mail throughout this building, throughout this office, even maybe one day taking Jay-Z his, we gonna need you to go ahead and end her. She got to go. She got to go. It's either her or the mailroom. We just got a new fax machine. Okay? We just got a new copier. Okay? Don't know other office got these yet. Is you trying to be about that life? Look at here. Look at here. All right? You could go from a janitor to custodian. But she got to go. You got to get rid of her. Okay? You can go from down there working at the front desk to working up here at the office desk. But before you do, no, baby Shay, before we give you these couple dollars, she got to go. Immediately. Immediately. Yes. Before we give you these to the cleaning products, look. She got to go. All right? That's what that word. All right? All right? Before we give you the new mop, yes. Before we give you this new mop and broom, push broom that we got with the new bristle, you got to end her. Okay? Pull up with her in the back and just get out of the car and we'll take her. But she got to go. And do not say goodbye to her. Just pull up with her. All right? And we'll handle the rest. And then we'll see you on Monday. Okay? Actually, Tuesday. Go ahead and take it down. So, head flip, look breathing. So, yes. So, I said, ooh, not Rocnation. I said, when? When? Tasha K did a whole surviving Jaguar. Everybody sat down and talked about Javon. Didn't nobody say nothing about no damn Rocnation? Didn't nothing about no EP? No, they said he was a little piece of troubled. Is what that word. Yeah, it's like he was bad. That he was bad. Okay? But he had a good heart. He was bad. But he meant well. Is what that word. Yes. Okay? Now all of a sudden she want to talk about content creators and the husband and people like, we don't give a fuck about that. Get the fuck out my face, Stanley. We don't want to hear none of that shit. Girl, please. What's going on with TMZ? Ain't you supposed to own it? Ain't TMZ is mine. What happened to all of that? Ain't you supposed to be up there standing up with the ball, with the dude with the dreads that need to cut him? Let him go. Oh, you got your goddamn nerves. Ain't Harvey supposed to be gone? Hello? Ain't TMZ is mine. But you over there talking about the husband. Girl, we don't want to hear about this bullshit. Girl, I don't want to hear nothing about no goddamn goomba. You got, no. I want to hear about your other ex. I want to hear about your other ex. I want to hear about your other ex. Well, girl, what's your, you girl? No, I want to hear about your other ex, girl, cause Goomba ain't did nothing like this, girl. That was the husband ain't do this. Tell me about your ex-boyfriend, girl. Tell me about you being the first Beyonce against your will. Tell me about you being the first Beyonce with your consent being taken away, and I'm like, girl.
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed with a man put a gun in your head and tell you sing, or he's gonna blow your brains out while he's raping you.
Hello?
That's what Sean Carter done to me.
And you don't want justice, smut? And you don't want justice? Imagine. You don't want justice, girl? You don't want this, girl? Or you don't want a lawsuit? Which one? Not miss, if I'm lying, sue me. If I'm lying, then sue me. Okay. Be careful what you wish for. You just may get it. You just may get it. Absolutely. So yeah, she over there press. Big press. And then the weirdos that's following her because they just so psycho and just just always think the bad of people, or whatnot. And I don't know, talking about Jay-Z. I'm talking about in general because, again, she has said this about multiple people. Jay-Z with the first, and he won't be the last. And I'm a girl. So, yeah, just for her at Rocnation, girl.
Died because he was my son.
He died because of your
targeted because
Weird.
he's my son.
Like,
He was working on his team.
Jaguar people, y'all don't want justice for her? Her son was unalived because of Jay-Z. Correct. Yes. Because of Jay-Z. But she live talking about Ramir Mama. We don't give no fuck about that. Okay? She was a minor when and she dead. I don't know nothing about ghosts filing police reports and stuff like that, girl. Girl, I don't know. And she dead. God rest her soul. What about it? You act like they could call her in as a witness, they can't? Hello? Yeah, girl, we don't care nothing about that. I care about this.
I bought Philadelphia for him.
It's finally time for you to talk. Instead of you trying to mirror other victims' story, victim now. Yeah, just like you said before, there was a Cassie, there was you.
Didn't have to sign to a company because I knew what it was going to do. He interned at Rocnation. And they approached him to sacrifice me.
You want to tell the police about this? You want to tell the police about this? No? Okay. That's weird. That's real weird. Girl, that is weird. You don't want to tell the police about that? You don't want you said that Lamisha needed to file a police report. You don't want to make one about this?
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed.
You don't make a police report?
With a man put a gun in your head and tell you sing.
You want to go to the police?
Or he's going to blow your brains out.
You want us to call him?
While he's raping you.
While he's what? You want to talk to the police about this? No?
That's what Sean Carter done to me.
The NDA keeping you from talking to the police about it? Imagine an NDA not protecting it against the crime, and you say he what?
When a man put a gun in your head.
That go to crime right. We ain't even got to go no further. Here, flip. Yeah, we don't have to go any further. That right there, that you can report just that right there alone. Correct. You don't want to go to the police about this? You don't. You said that you said it's just not in this context, right? This is a situation to where this isn't you, or you didn't say that. You just said you admitted that you did say. Remember?
Let me explain it because you do a bad job at it.
go ahead.
Were those my words? Yes. But not in that context.
So you admit that it was you. Shout out to Tara. She says, "Hi, Sean. I love you. You are bestie." Oh, shout out to you. Thank you so much. And thank out to anybody else that has sent the super sticker. What's your cash app? Moderators pass. I can let you play around. Here, flip. Moderators pass. Play around. And I'm a girl. Thank y'all. They go right there in the chat. Go on, girl. To Persuasion, Tricky, sharing all y'all. I love y'all. So, yes, she said that it was her words. So then it's not taken out of context. So that means that you need to file a police report. That means that it's time to take Jay-Z down because you've been talking for years and nothing has happened. Just like as of recently, she keep talking, but nothing has happened. So when weirdos running around talking about the heck is the truth, what truth? Cassie's the truth. Don Richards the truth. Hell, even this Jane Doe, she got this far. Filing lawsuits. Hell, she got this far. But then you have the hag retracting and stating Jay-Z didn't do anything, although her son is deceased because of Jay-Z and Rocnation, because he was interning there. But you don't want to talk about none of that stuff. Yeah. You want to talk, yeah, we don't care about her being on Atwoods because they just let her rant. They just let her be psycho. An interview is just that. Sometimes you have questions, and sometimes the questions can be pretty breezy, and pretty easy. But with having an interview with her, there is no coming back from what she said. You do not get to go around and say these things for years upon years. That's why I'm going to stay on her row. I'm going to keep reiterating the same point because the truth is easy. It's easy for the truth. I said that the hag, when been going around here saying that Jay-Z R-worded her, like, I'm saying that.
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed with a man put a gun in your head and tell you sing, or he's gonna blow your brains out.
So, again, what else?
While he's raping.
Oh, okay. So I know this is a fact with me saying this. It is a fact she went live and said Jay-Z didn't do any of these allegations, although they were taken out of context. Although taken out of context, he did not do them. But you did not say that prior to this case with Jay-Z. To Jay and this Jane Doe, before that, you never said that Jay-Z didn't do any of these things to you. And you said this on multiple platforms. Yeah, multiple, at least 4 different platforms. You read this, but it's different each time you say it. You'll go on one platform and say that he R-worded you, but don't say anything about a weapon or anything. Then you'll say he R-worded you and then cut you with a box cutter. Then the story just kept changing and changing and changing and changing. So, again, she needs to be held accountable because she will not take any accountability. She want to go live and talk about other content creators and past relationships, past marriages that she's still in, all that. You sitting there with Slodell, okay? Y'all licking the same window, okay? Both y'all. You and Hodel is licking the same window, okay? You're not licking the window with Goomber no more, okay? You always do this. You get mad disrespectful. Like I've been telling y'all, her and Hodel is about to fall out. Her and Hodel, because which one of y'all about to sit there? Which one of y'all about to sit there and let y'all current sit there and talk about their ex-husbands and wives and all of that stuff? Oh, no, all that. Make your parents and make your parents quick. You ain't about to be sitting here playing recordings and stuff. What the? That's why I said, Hodel, you're a bitch. You absolutely are. Because I would have took that phone and broke it. I sure would have. You sit here working this nigga. What you on the phone with him for? If y'all ain't talking about the divorce. And if you playing old recordings, what do you still have them for? For what? Miss that hoe? You miss them? You don't have to play recordings. You could get back with them. Then you can hear him live. Once you keep recording, I would have took that phone and fucking broke it. So, you got your fucking nerve. Yeah. Hodel sitting over there with that big ass vagina. Sitting over there with that mangina. You got your goddamn nerve. Said you big old C. Sitting over there with that big old boogina. Yeah. That big old mangina and them mustard old gray head titties. Girl, please. You sit over there in the same black bra. And just gonna allow her to do that. But you a man. Your fat, nasty, built ass, supposed a vending machine shaped ass was supposed to been filing a class action. Can you even spell it? And it's not a compound word, you slofer. Got your damn nerve. No, Miss Keisha. Got his damn nerve. Talk about class action. Well, hurry up. Because I like Corho. I like Cor. I wins. Unlike your girl. Unlike your girl. That's you over there retracting and backtracking. And then your fat, just a fat, funky bastard. Sat over there agreeing with her, although you said you're not a yes man. You gotta be. Sitting there let her play recordings of her old nickel. She want that old thing back. and you sitting over there less than a man, over there titties full of milk, yeah, over there ovulating, girl, letting her play them damn recordings. That screen would have went black. Go with me. Yeah. Play with me. You think this cute? You sit over here playing the used to be? That ain't no more? Yeah. Got your goddamn nerves. Yeah, you sitting over there ovulating. The whole woman in a relationship. The hag over there cooking, what he doing? On the phone talking to people that don't want to talk to y'all slow ass? Yeah. They're TMZ, well, you shut the fuck up, ho. Sitting over there stuttering and whatnot. You don't even know what to say when you get him on the phone. Your slow ass. But y'all supposed to be doing something. What? What y'all doing besides talking? It's just a lot of talking every day. We're over it. The action. Where's the action? Yeah. Where the action at? What's going on? Yeah. Y'all talking about Jay-Z this, Jay-Z that. At least Jay-Z got paperwork. Yeah, at least he doing something. But when it comes to the hag, he don't ruin her whole life. He done R-worded her at GUN point. He took the life of her first son, her firstborn. The same ashes she went around throwing. Yeah. But we supposed to ignore all that. Ignore the fact that he R-worded her and all of that because that was AI, although she admits that she said it. It was just out of context. Then where does the AI come in if you admit that you said it, goofy? You can't be a dumb bitch your whole life. Like, grow. Where does the AI come in if you admit it, you're out of your own mouth, that you did say that? It was just taken out of context. So where's the deep fake? Where's the deep fake? Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. See, you could try to call Essie and creep in, that it was deep fake. That Stormisha messed up. Besides not having a neck, where he messed up at? Mm-hmm. Besides him sitting over there with them chicken titties. Yeah. Besides him sitting over there with them chicken titties, them big soapy titties. Besides him sitting over there with that, where he messed up at? He didn't say nothing. You can't control crazy. So, yeah, he didn't ask you no questions. He was basically waiting for you to leave, is the energy that it was given. Like, he got what he got it. I got my exploitation. I'm good. Yeah, I exploited you. I'm and I'm like, Stormisha got what he needed. He's like, okay, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, we in this shit. But yeah, here you go. You got to keep making it about you because you was up there jealous because Essie, and her exes, her ex-husbands and all of that she actually in the industry, that she actually knows Steve Harvey and, all of that sitting up there jealous. Got to upstage her, girl. What you say, girl?
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed.
Who said that they were strapped to a bed? Who are you agreeing with? Essie ain't saying nothing about being strapped to no bed. Stormisha have been strapped to plenty of beds. Plenty of gay beds. Lyra, Reed, girl. Oh yeah, he'd have been strapped to plenty of beds. Sure has. He was over there dating Big Bertha, Big Deborah. Yes. When he was over there with Big Karen, girl, absolutely. When he was over there, yeah, he probably was strapped to a bed, girl. But they won't talk about being strapped to no bed. The only bed you were strapped to was in a hospital. Girl, the only bed you were strapped in was a hospital. That's about it. That is about it. So, yeah, you got your goddamn nerve. I'm so like, imagine, was Jay-Z in the hospital with you? What are you talking about? Was Jay-Z the health aide? Was he the orderly? He was the CO, and when he was in jail, girl, you got your goddamn nerve. He didn't live in that group home with you.
And put a gun in your head while you sing. Or he's gonna blow your brains out. While he's raping you. That's what Sean Carter done to me.
Mentally. On Stormisha show talking about fantasies. you know, all of that, and I'm a girl. Because why do we not? I honestly do not get that. She said that these things happened to her. This is more dire than Jane Doe. The hag is black. Yep, I said it. Well, oh well, I said it. 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 And I'm like, yes, it's more dire. It is because all of the other dogs had to be quiet. They couldn't say nothing. They still invisible. You know, all of this. This thing doing all on NBC with her shadow on the screen and all of this girl admitting that what I said I didn't mean to say because what I said I had, and then when I heard it, it wasn't what that word when we had to ask other people. So that's just what that word. And so she all on NBC and, you know, all of this and I'm like, girl. So, yes, the hag is black. Okay? And the blacks do not get as much coverage, okay? We ain't really getting a little piece of NBC and all of that and I'm like, girl. So why can't we fight for her? What is the problem? Imagine your op and you more support than your supporters. Oh my God. Imagine your op giving you more support than your supporters, girl. Hag, I believe you. I believe you. Jay-Z did do all of this stuff to you, girl. And I believe because you said it. Yes. He held away. He wept all of that, girl. I could see it, girl. Girl, I could see it because you made sure you put pictures in our mind and I'm a girl. So, yes, I believe you, slut. Girl, please. You got your nerve. Now look at here. I believe you, you stupid bitch. Nah. Now come on forward so we can get you this damn justice real quick. Got your goddamn nerve. Nah. Now come on, girl. So we can do this real quick. Get up real quick before the Super Bowl. Nah. This shit is stupid. A little piece of justice for Giovanni. Girl, since Caleb worked at Rocnation, took your son's life because he didn't want to sacrifice you so that he could get be in the mailroom. Got your goddamn nerve. Now, I'm going to need you to come forward and keep on saying what you've been saying so we can get our content in and stuff like that, and I'm a girl. Now, how we going to spin this and all of this against Jay-Z and get him arrested and fuck up the Carter's life? How we going to destroy him without you, girl? He did nothing to me. He did it to you. So, girl, we got to get him. Because it's starting to look like you working for him. Yeah, Agent of Chaos. It's starting to look like you working for him. Weird that they want to say the people that believe her. Because I believe her. It's a problem. Imagine. Y'all are psycho. Y'all are literally crazy. Sean, you need to stop saying that about Hag. I didn't say it. She did.
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed.
Imagine saying don't believe her, but you over there believing her. You're stupid. It says a lot about your IQ. It really do. You're goofy. You sound dumb, like duh, cult-like. Because that's cult-like. For somebody to tell you a bold-faced lie to your face many, many times, many, many years. You find out through her that she's lying. Not because she says she's lying. What did JC say about the hag? What did JC say about the hag? Nothing. So I don't understand how people say because she lied and we bring up that she says we're the problem. We're defending Jay-Z. How can you defend Jay-Z with an action like this? I'm not saying Jay-Z didn't do this.
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed. Where the man put a gun in your head and tell you sing. Or he's going to blow your brains out.
So because I believe her?
While he's raping you.
Oh, so what's the problem that I believe her? I feel like riding for Jay-Z would be like, oh, she lying. I'm not calling her a liar. She said that he didn't do anything to her after saying this. So context or not, it still happened according to you. For you to say that it did not. So I found out it's a lie through you. Not Jay-Z. Not Jay-Z coming forward saying he ain't never did nothing to the hag. And I'm like, oh, you lying because Jay-Z said, that's me backing Jay-Z. So I can understand somebody being like, well, Sean, are you being paid by Jay-Z and his team? That I would get. But it ain't Jay-Z word against hers. They never even spoke on this matter. Never even spoke on it. She came forward and said that it didn't happen. So at this point, I don't need Jay-Z to say anything. Why would we need him to say anything when you already admitted that it's not true? So since it's not true, what we question Jay-Z about when it comes to this? Yeah, back to Jane Doe. Because this is all a lie. None of this is true. That's weird. Like, weird. And then, again, y'all still weird because y'all saying that it's AI when it's been proven that it's not. No one has proven that it's AI. Again, you're a stupid bitch. You are. Because when you have proof that something is AI, then it's like, oh, okay. Different story. Not let's look more into this. It's nothing to look into. This clip matches the live. There is no AI. There's no such thing. You're stupid. You're stupid. That's because that's stupid. It makes sense to come forward and say something is AI when it's been proven. When you can say, we know it's AI because this was put to this and then the timestamps from the live don't match with the clip and the chat said this in the chat, then over here it say something different. It was at a different part of the video. You know, yeah, that's proof. There is none. She's psychotic. To even, you know the real proof that, see, let me pop her. You know the real proof that it's not AI? You want to know the real proof? That it's not? You want to, if you think that it's AI, you want to know you are stupid and how you are literally going around listening to somebody that's unwell? Yeah, because her whole intention of calling Essie was so that Essie would agree that it was AI. Essie did not. Now imagine you bitches telling somebody that was present, Essie, that it was AI. You're psychotic. You're stupid. You're stupid. Like, that's dumb. Why would she need Essie to agree with her if it's AI? She don't need Essie. This is AI. Prove that it's AI and you're good. It's just what it is after that. No. Essie didn't say that it wasn't. Essie didn't say, yeah, girl, that was AI, girl. Stormisha shouldn't have did that to you, girl. How he put that girl, I was sitting right there on the panel. You ain't say nothing like that. I was sitting right. Essie never said anything like that. Nothing. Nothing. Because you can't say that Essie's crazy when somebody crazy calling her. The hag, there's nothing sane about her. Nothing. Nothing. So it's not a sane individual having the conversation with somebody you deem crazy. At that point, it would be two dingbats on the phone. Right? So you can't cancel one out. You can't have one without the other. You know. So if Essie was crazy, then why didn't Essie agree? Because that's being batch crazy. Yeah. Even a person like the hag has common sense. She had enough common sense to say when she heard that Jay-Z was suing her, when MTO and other people came out stating that the legal team is preparing to take legal action against the hag, enough common sense to come forward and say that Mr. Carter, I don't even call Jay-Z Mr. Carter. And I don't have any of the vitriol towards him like she does. I don't even call Jay-Z Mr. Carter. I wish I would call a person, respect you after you son's life. Yeah, your name will forever be bitch. Wherever we are. Court, the police department, the grocery store, wherever we are. I'm not calling you Mr. any goddamn thing. That got on top of me without my consent, put weapons to my head and all of that. I'm calling you Mr. any goddamn thing. Okay? Not at all. Mr. Fist. Like, I mean, that'd be about the quickest, I mean, the closest it get to me putting any type of respect on anything, because that respect gonna last a literal second before you realize it's you. Absolutely. But she over there, they're trying to put allegations on, trying to say that Mr. Carter, he did things that he didn't do, that Jay-Z didn't do, that Sean Carter didn't do. Mr. Carter? Where'd that come from? Yeah. I would be questioning her. Are you working for him? Because you've been talking to him for too long, trying to get him arrested for too long to not be pushing your story. There is no NDA, and the NDA do not protect crimes. So even if she signed an NDA with Jay-Z, this protected.
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed with a man put a gun in your head and tell you sing, or he's gonna blow your brains out while he's raping you.
Interesting. Yeah, NDAs don't protect that. None of it. None of what you just said. Putting a weapon to your head, absolutely. R-wording you, crime. Tying you to a bed, crime. All of those are crimes. And NDA don't bring that. So what the fuck are you talking about when you say NDA? That's, you know, she's lying. There is no NDA. Because why say things like this if there's an NDA? Like, that doesn't make any sense. If there was an NDA, why would you say anything like this?
My son died because he was my son.
He died because of
He
your
was
like.
targeted because he's my son.
Oh, okay.
He was working on his EP. I bought Philadelphia for him.
Giovanni Wright, Jovani Wright. It's public what happened to him. It's in all of the Texas newspapers and older articles and all that. It's public. All of the stories are the same. At a party, he flashed a weapon. Who he flashed a weapon at had a weapon to and a license to carry, and they decided to defend themselves. So out of self-defense, it was justifiable. That is what happened to him. End of story. That is it. That is all. He was at a party. Correct. And it happened outside in the parking lot hotel. It was a hotel party. That's it. End of story. That is what happened to him. There was no Rocnation. There was none of that. Nothing. The case would not have been able to be closed if she felt that there was foul play. She agreed with the detectives and said that her own son was killed justifiably. It was justified. And the reason he passed, she agreed that he should have died. Yes. He should have been pow-pow. That should have happened. 100%. And they closed it. That's it. End of story. This isn't an open case or anything. No, they know exactly who did it. The person who did it was there at the scene, and they also interview him later on at his home. He had a license to carry. He was good. He never served one day in jail. Caleb. Correct. But you won't hear saying that your son passed away because of Rocnation? Your son was an intern for Rocnation? Are you kidding me?
So he didn't have to sign to a company because I knew what it was going to do. He interned at Rocnation.
Why don't she talk about none of this? Isn't this the time to be talking about this stuff? But instead, she want to talk about Foxy Brown. She want to talk about Ramir's mom. No, talk about you. This is your time. Hello? Isn't Jay-Z the devil? Get him. Let's put Lucifer. Let's send him back to hell. Let's send him back to hell. Nobody working for Jay-Z but her. Ain't nobody working for Jay-Z but her. Imagine y'all wanted the Jane to tell the truth. Imagine y'all wanting the Jane Doe to make sure that her story is solid because y'all feel that Jay-Z did that to her when she was 13 years old. And you have somebody that said this. Right in your face. Right in your face.
With a man put a gun in your head and tell you sing, or he's gonna blow your brains out while he's raping you. That's what Sean Carter did to me.
If Sean Carter did this to me, and Sean Carter was going through what he's going through, I would be singing from the fucking mountaintop. Just like this bitch, the hag, been doing for years. So you talk about this man for years and what he did to you for years, and now all of a sudden you're quieter than the church house mouse when it comes to you. So imagine her having the power to get Jay-Z not only arrested, but to file her own civil lawsuit against him for what happened to her and for what happened to her son, and she is doing nothing about it. She is completely ignoring it. But I'm working for Jay-Z or she, because that's what an Asian of us does. We working for somebody the whole time, but then publicly make it look like a whole nother situation. Like when you dating somebody you know you shouldn't be dating because they either like date a friend or dated a family member or something like that. So in public, y'all act like y'all don't with each other, but behind the scenes, y'all, the passion is fierce. But then y'all walk up out that room, move, don't touch me. Hurry up, move, hurry up. Whole time. It's a whole nother story going on. If anybody's working for Jay-Z, it's the hag. Because I don't have any information that can keep him out of jail. I'm literally holding the person accountable that does. She has the information to take him down. Why would we not utilize it? Why does everybody want us to this bitch, but not talk about that? That's insane. To talk to someone lied on sexual abuse. She lied. But I'm supposed to ignore it because she's psycho? No, because common sense. Yeah. She didn't flip that switch to Jay-Z didn't do nothing to me. I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that and not talking about anybody that writes NDA in my chat, get rid of them, da 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 da. Until after she heard he was gonna pop her. When she gave him permission to sue her if she was lying. But we working for Jay-Z. Imagine according to her, he R-worded her. She's protecting her abuser by not stating her experience. She's protecting him. But I'm working for him? Think before you speak. You sound stupid. Like, you sound dumb. Like, y'all education level shows a lot of times when you speak. A lot of times y'all let us know you didn't graduate. A lot of times y'all letting us know, welcome to McDonald's. Okay? Welcome to rallies. Seeds and fries or crinkle cut. A lot of y'all be giving that away. 12 and pregnant. Like, y'all give that away. Yeah. Absolutely. So, here, flip. Like, that's weird. This woman is a victim, according to her. But no, let's not pay attention to that. Let's pay attention to her intertwining and trying to interlope in other places and be this agent of chaos. It's chaotic. Because now the people are live, when she do go live, they want to hear about the Tony Buzbee tea. Hear about how she feels about everything going on with Jay-Z due to her experiences and all that. No. She's thinking in a cluster by going on all of these other platforms, and then she'll stick to the topic most of the time because they keep steering her back to what they're talking about. For her to take pieces of their audience back to her channel to go over there and talk about some completely irrelevant shit. Literally. Going over there talking about the Buzbee and Effie and other content creators, none of that makes sense. We don't care about that. Because you're not on the other content creators' platforms talking about no damn Essie, talking about no damn Goomba. You're not doing that, psycho. You're not doing that. You want to go other places and try to elaborate on these victims that you claim you are. You said that. So I'm going to hold you to it. You don't get to skip over. Oh, I know. Oh, well, that something happened. Although I said all of that stuff for attention about that. Notice that essay. Girl, we don't, at this point in time, Essie. Her. Like, and no disrespect, it's just we don't want to hear Stormisha. Like, we don't want to hear that. Goomba. We don't want to hear that. And it's not out of disrespect. It's just that's not what's going on. That's not what needs to be explained. You said TMZ called you, and they didn't. You said you did not call Tony Buzbee, but you fucking did. But you don't want to talk about none of that stuff. You were the same person running around Jay-Z paying people to come forward and lie on Tony Buzbee just for now you to make an enemy because he said he don't with you. He don't want nothing to do with you at any capacity. Ooh, girl. Now, I would say he the op. Not the person you was waiting for a call for on Monday. Imagine you anxious for the call to fuck you. Hilarious. So, my girl, yeah, we could talk on Monday. It was wonderful speaking to y'all. Thank you, Hollywood Esther, for the super sticker. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And thank you for the cash up. Thank you all at the end of the show. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah. But then now all of a sudden, you taking whole phone calls Oh yeah, it'd be fine for one of your attorneys to contact me, but a troll gave the law firm your information to contact you. Yet you utter none of those words on the phone while talking to the attorney. Instead, you sitting there. That was Tony Buzbee. You're going to jail. Okay. Okay. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. She go read articles from TMZ, read stuff off of TMZ. But then when they write something about her, they have to retract because they're lying. Ooh, girl. Not the one that's been sitting here this whole time. TMZ's this, TMZ's that. But then you're going to get information from them. But then when they post about you and they tell the truth, because Tony Buzbee has not came forward and said anything other than, I don't her. I don't want anything to do with her at any capacity. No, we are not. We don't have nothing to do with crazy, okay? We already got autistic people up here and shit, and we still trying to figure this out. If she having behaviors when she telling the story, or if she telling the story and didn't having behaviors out, look at here. We don't have time for none of this shit, okay? Correct? This is not a group home. This is a law firm, okay? We may be crooked, but we crooked to the check, all right? Not crooked to the hospital. We don't have time for all of that, okay? We ain't got no health aides. We ain't got no helmets. We ain't got no balloons and suckers and none of that stuff. We ain't got none of that. There ain't a piece of person up here that can pass meds. We ain't got time for all that. Absolutely not. Imagine having 2 warrants talking about some, that was Tony Buzbee. Yeah. Was it? Was it? Or was I Ashland? Was it? That was Tony Buzbee. Yeah, get up on Monday. I'm even gonna say get up on Monday. Ain't slept since last Wednesday. Girl, getting up, waiting for this call. You know, it's 8 o'clock. The day open. You at any moment in time. It's Monday. A lawyer is gonna contact me from Team Buzbee, who she was champion after. Oh yeah, Buzbee. Yeah, Buzbee's gonna get Jay. Yeah. To now he's the enemy. Imagine people saying I'm working for Jay-Z, but she's attacking the lawyer that's gonna take him down. Imagine saying I'm working for Jay-Z, but he R-worded her and hold a weapon to her head and tie her down to a bed beach. And she ain't want to go to the police about it, beach. She want to keep it a secret, beach. Now I would say he ain't do it, beach. And I'm working for Jay-Z? What? He didn't, me. No. He didn't hold no a weapon to my head. Because I'll be live saying it. I'll be on NBC saying it. I'll be in a courthouse saying it. I'll be up there at civil court saying it. I'll be up there at the police department saying it. Yeah. Because I'm not lying. He did those things. He didn't. So why would I go for it like that's stupid? Because you're going to get caught. Like her. Correct. Yeah. That's weird. And I'm my girl, who said Sean was working for? No, I feel like anybody that questions her, they working for Jay-Z. Like that's how it's looked at. They working for Jay-Z. How wouldn't we be defending him? Where's the defense for Jay-Z? That's how you can tell somebody like you're stupid. Because if Sean is working for Jay-Z, where's the defense? Why am I not live like the Jane Doe was lying? She's not telling the truth. Jay-Z, that's not his character. He wouldn't do that. He got a 12-year-old daughter himself. What he look like doing something like that to a 13-year-old? Like, I'm not doing none of that stuff. I'm not live talking about all of the Jane Doe's inconsistencies. And so I'm not doing anything to back him. The jury is still out. That's all that is. Yeah, because if I believed the narrative that people put out there about Jay-Z, the hag said this about him.
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed with a man put a gun in your head and tell you sing, or he's gonna blow your brains out while he's raping you.
So if we come to find out her coming forward retracting and saying that these things aren't true, if I was going to base what happened to this other young lady, or allegedly said Jane Doe, on people like her story, if she's lying, why would I think Jane Doe telling the truth? Why would I think that if the preconceived notions is what's hearing what you have heard in the public? A bunch of rumors and conspiracy stories with no actual receipts. Just I think. This person said, this person said, this person said, this person said. Okay? That's what that were. So if she lied, then I'm going to have to assume that she's not the only one. Just like if another Jane Doe telling the truth, I'm going to have to assume that other ones are as well. That's why it's not good to lie. It's not good to do that. Not especially on things like this, because it's too serious of a situation to be lying on. See, a lot of people are questioning Jane Doe and her story and consistencies because of somebody like Hag. When, again, this was 25 years ago that this happened to her. It's easy for the mind to be clouded. It's easy. So, again, that's why it's important to go over the story over and over and over and over and over again, because the more you go over it, the more things that they remember will seem to be more so of the truth. But when you get to fuzzy areas, or say, remember this or remember exactly that, but you kind of remember that, and whatnot, it gets a little tricky. But it doesn't mean that you're not telling the truth. It doesn't mean that. You just may have some in your memory, because it's hard to remember from that long ago. It is. It's hard for me to remember. I can remember things from me being 13, because her and I are the same age. I can remember things, but not like vivid. I mean, unless there's certain situations that stick out, that stand out. Other than that, I can't go back to 13 and remember the whole year. Like, no. It's hard to do that at any age, to just remember like the literal whole year, unless it's like the one before, because it's, but yeah, so, and she had to go back 25, so that's a lot, 20, 25 years, something like that. So yeah, that's what that were. Remembering something from that long ago does not mean that you are lying if it's hard to remember. You just have to do more, memory. Like, you really have to sit down and go look at old things from then, even if you had a diary, or wrote letters, or had some type of form of social media, whether it's Facebook or something like that. Go back and jog your memory. That's what that means. I'm not I'm not live attacking her. I'm not live doing that. But there are plenty of people that are, because of people like the Hag. Okay? Because this is supposed to be the Hag's victory lap. Well, what she said that did to her. How could she not have lying if she's not fighting for her own justice? Hurry up. How could she not be Team Jay-Z when she has things that could take him down or shine light and give the Jane Doe even a little bit more credibility in her story? She's completely ignoring them and deflecting by talking about other things and other people that have nothing to do with what is truly going on. Yeah. Which is what y'all want to know what's really going on? Her. She's what's really going on. You are supposed to be the truth.
I know what it feels like to be strapped in. When a man put a gun in your head and tell you sing, he's gonna blow your brains out while he's raping you. That's what Sean Carter done to me.
There's no way of her cleaning this up. Yeah. If Jay-Z's legal team, which I believe that they are, once they get other stuff wrapped up, once they take action against her, she is fucked. Okay? Absolutely. And then when they play her retraction, will make things worse. It doesn't, they don't care about her, because she'll try to use that as a defense. I have PTSD and I have bipolar, and you're going to get sued with all of that shit. You're going to get sued with all of that. Yeah. Correct. Yeah, because you were making all of those allegations while all of that was happening. You're not making these allegations saying that, hey, I suffer from PTSD. Hey, I suffer from bipolar disorder. delusions of grandeur. But you're not saying that in the interviews. So why do you think you get to use that as a defense when you get popped? They won't hear of it. They won't hear of it. Just like with your 2 warrants, you're going to jail when they catch you. Yeah. You don't get to go in there and say, oh, because I'm bipolar. Or because, yeah, we don't want to hear that. We know. That's why we did it this way, because of you being bipolar. So we try to, set up a deal with you and want to do it. So, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. So let's go. You're going to jail. There's plenty of people with mental illness in prison and not in like the hospital part. Plenty, not in the ward part. There's plenty of them in jail. Plenty of autistic people, plenty of bipolar, schizophrenics, plenty of people in jail right now. Prison right now. It doesn't excuse it. It doesn't. So, yeah, they don't care about you being bipolar. And it's going to be the thing if if they sue. They're not going to care. They are not going to care. Like, they don't want to hear nothing about you being over there. So, you told him to sue you. You said it. Alex got the clip. I sent it. Oh, girl, shout out to your fat friend, the manatee. Shout out to your fat friend, the manatee. Oh, girl. Absolutely. Shout out to your fat friend. Yeah. I definitely sent it to Alex. So he got it. Just like he got this and your retraction and all of that. Yeah, there's no way of you going in court and them playing the clip of you saying they were R-worded, girl, at GUN point, girl, yeah. And then them playing that you said that he did not do anything to you, stating that you did say those things, they were just taking you out of context, and them having both, because I sent Alex the live of Stormisha's, correct? And it's recorded, so it don't matter, you can take it down, the internet is forever. So he has the whole 20 minutes, because I took 20 minutes of it. You can't say that it's edited. It's 20 minutes. So from here to here, none of it is edited. So that means everything which you say in between, when you talk about the R word part, it's in the middle. So you're fucked. Yeah. There's no around it. So if they're going to take legal action, you're an open case. Open and shut. Yeah. And then when they compare it to all of the views that you've gotten on other people's platforms and whatnot, the Atwoods and all of that, they are definitely going to use that as defamation. Loss of wages, loss of funds. You're doing this at a time to where Jay-Z was allegedly, if the case with Jane Doe gets dismissed, was already going through a legal battle of allegations that were false. And then you come forth for years saying some of the same allegations, mixing them and turning them and flipping them and dropping them, and I'm a girl. Just to say that they are not true, that he did not do these things to you. After admitting, not only when you said the allegation, you admitted that you said it. That's where you f***ed up at in that audio. That's why that audio is important, because you acknowledge the fact that you did say it. So even if you're trying to pull a AI, it was deepfake, how, when you admit that you did say those things? AI and deepfake would be if you didn't say it like that. You said that you know what it's like to have to be tied down dead as a prank, but somebody switched in and put tied down in the bed, cut it, and then added on to the part of you talking about Jay-Z or a sexual assault. That's not what happened. You said it all in the same context, in the same statement at the same time. No edit. No edit. And you admit that that was you. You did say those things, just not that way, to make it, because people are trying to make it look like Jay-Z did something to you that he did not do. Yeah, pop goes the weasel. It would be open and shut with you. You don't have a defense. What would her defense be? Jay-Z took her to court right now for saying all of these things for her, and there's plenty more. But the whole thing about unaliving her child, she's online saying, she already went on Piers Morgan and said that they put children in suitcases, that they have children in suitcases, Jay-Z and Beyonce. She already went on Piers and said that. Okay, strike one. And then saying that Jay-Z took her son's life, that Rocnation wanted her son to unalive her through them. Lying and saying that Vonnie worked as an intern when Jay-Z owns the fucking company and can definitely prove that he did not. That he don't even know who met him, talked to him, nothing. None of his staff, no one knows him. We don't know what you're talking about. We don't have any record, and they keep record of their interns. A lot of interns get hired. Why most people do it to get a job. Yeah. See how the ropes will go. If you do a good job at what you're doing, then you may get offered a position or a lower position, and you build your way up through the company. So that's what interning is all about. Hello. Hello. Doctors don't just become doctors right away. No, they're residents first. Nurses don't just become nurses right away. They have to do clinicals and stuff like that prior so they can get prepared for it. So it's just like, bro, they're going to get the job. If they do good, they'll get the job. If they're horrible at clinicals, you got a problem. You got a problem. If a resident doctor is horrible at being a resident, yeah, you probably won't make it to the white coat stage. You probably won't make it there. And it's the same thing with Giovanni. In order to climb a ladder at all, you have to get on it. He never worked for Rocnation. Rocnation don't know who the fuck Giovanni is. But not only are you placing him there as someone that was not only interning, but it was known that you were said person's parent, which if they knew that you were Giovanni's mom, then they would know that you don't like Jay-Z. Because if he says that his mom is a performer, oh, my mom was a performer, she failed back in the day and did background after that. Her name is Jaguar. So they type Jaguar in, Jay-Z, 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 everything Jay-Z. Everything about Jay-Z. Everything. There's always allegations. That's just who she is. She just goes around lying on people. That's just what she do. She lies for views. She lies for, because if she didn't have YouTube, she was slitterist. I'm not just saying that. She was about to do it before she met Goomba. So, correct. She had a bottle of pills that she was going to go and take, but she had ended up meeting Goomba at like the VFW or something like that, and they ended up hanging out and, you know, slept together on the first night, and, you know, she took him back to the hotel with her, wherever, and, you know, they were a couple. She was already planning on ending her life, and at that point in time, she didn't have a YouTube, you know, or anything like that. So yeah, she needs this. Her worst fear is being forgotten, because she knows what it's like firsthand. Being forgotten. Going to clubs and establishment. Hey, I'm Jaguar, Wright. And they like, who? Are you sang with the Ropes and Jay-Z? They're like, who? If you have to show them a video that you're relevant, you're not. We have to show nobody nothing. Jill Scott don't have to show nobody nothing. Mary J. Blige don't have to say nobody nothing. Alicia Keys, all the people you hate, they don't have to show nobody nothing. Beyonce don't have nothing. Not at all. Beyonce call you and say, hey, can I perform at your club? Yes. 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 Tonight? What you doing right now? You need a sound check? But the hag was going around for years. Nobody will book her, still to this day. No one will book her. Nothing. Because they don't know who the you are. Yeah. A has-been. A never was. You know, not a one hit. Because she can't go in there and say, I sing this song. You sing what? Off the album Delusions, Delusions, Delusions. What? Huh? Okay, sing your song. Hello? Hello? What you sing? Because you can't sing As We Lay. Don't belong to you. You won't imagine on stage singing Jill Scott, Let's Take a Long Walk in front of Kiki Wyatt, but you hate Jill Scott. Imagine singing your op song before you sing your own. Aren't you an artist? Sing your music. Why are you up here singing Jill Scott? I found that mighty weird. Hag. Remember that? Because Kiki's still waiting to go to Europe. She went on stage on national YouTube and told Kiki Wyatt, I'm going to Europe and you're coming with me. Lord, Kiki's still in Georgia with them 15 kids. Kiki, how's that Europe thing going? Aren't you supposed to be in Europe, Hag, with them warrants? Are you supposed to be in Europe, girl? Wee wee. Wee wee, girl. Yes. But you on stage singing your op song. Let's sing a long walk. Ooh, girl. And you're upset. So, yeah. What happened to that? They talking about in Europe. You said it. Not me. I didn't say you. You said, and I'm taking you with me. And her children. Ooh, not the no-fly list. I cannot. I mean, we already see how she hurts. We already see how she at the airports. Ooh, girl, no. Ooh, girl, no. They said, we going to get you a doctor because you said you need your meds and stuff, girl. We going to help you get to them. We going to, because, girl, they not here. They not here, girl. Yes, while Goomba was down there cheating on her, I said, go on, Goomba. Go on, Goomba. You better cheat. She is. Why not? And I'm like, girl, a question. How was the dad able to pick up without directions or GPS? Sometimes you can just feel where your kid at. He's scried. You ever watch Charmed? Correct. Do I have anything so I can shot a scribe? Yes, I'm a Charmed one. Y'all is welcome. Yes, he will take a crystal, Lord, and put the crystal on the bottom. Then take a map, and then go like this, and then it'll fall onto. He scried. What? He scried. That's all I could think of. I don't know, because that's a great question. When that's gonna be asked in court. So yeah, I'm assuming he scried. I don't know. Maybe he don't remember driving because he orbed, like Leo. I don't know. Like, I mean, hello? No, maybe he scried and then orbed. That's why a lot of zoo they go find fellow witches that's in trouble. So that's what they were. That's what they were. And I'm a girl. So I don't know. Y'all guess it's good. Those are Jane Doe questions and her daddy, not SeanDavieWay. Because I thought the same thing. Because the boy drove her 5 hours. See, look, y'all not about to do this. The boy drove her 5 hours, the 20-year-old, who is now deceased. Dropped her off down there at Viva VMAs. Okay? And then the driver took her somewhere else. So when she was in left Times Square and whatnot, she didn't know where she were. She didn't say nothing about, because how did you know, like, the address and stuff? Like, or even if you asked, like, the clerk or whoever, but was there a clerk? Or was there just, like, a payphone that she went to? Like, I don't know. Like, was the payphone outside? Because some gas stations have payphones outside. Or did she use the establishment's phone? I don't know. That's why I said it's a whole lot of, is what that word. So, she asked at the garage, what garage? What garage? A clerk let her use the phone. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So isn't that a witness? Did the clerk die too? Buzbee, hello? Where's the clerk? Wouldn't the clerk be able to corroborate at least that she was there? Why not find that person? Your mama dead too? I'm just girl. Your mama dead too? Cause where's this clerk? Since the father don't recall. Because I would have found the clerk immediately. That would have been the first thing that I did after speaking to the father. You know. Correct. Because I would have told the father, look at here. The mama cut up, so it was you. The hell? Like, you already unfit for letting that damn... How she sneak out all goddamn night? And you ain't got no recollection. Oh, that ass. Well, I got teenagers. I haven't checked their beds and stuff before I go to sleep. And I know they ain't going nowhere. I know they're not. I still open the door before I go lay down. Make sure they're all right. Make sure they're good. You never know. Somebody in there choking them. And you never know. So, yeah, I always go open up their doors before I go lay down. You know, usually they sleep, but sometimes they not. You know, turn around, look at you. You know, like, oh, okay, I'm gonna lay down. You know, just they know, I'm not gonna lay down. But I always peek my head in. I'm like, that's weird. Imagine your daughter being all night and you not being able to recall nothing. Well, do you recall her missing? Do you recall that she wasn't there? What do you recall? I'm like, yeah, because he's starting to piss me off. The father was dipping. That's what it gives. It gives you 13. Watch yourself. Keep Don't turn on the stove. I'll be back when I'm back. You know? And she was like, you know what? VMA's 13. Let's go. So, you know, it's just like, yeah. And then a 20-year-old came and picked her up. Do you know the 20-year-old? What do you know? He's starting to piss me off. I said, oh, God. So y'all just let this poor girl just do whatever the she wanted to do? My daughter would never be able to tell you about no VMA story of one of her parents going chaperone. Like, absolutely not. She's not going to the VMAs alone. She's not going to the VMAs with friends. She's not going to the VMAs with her friends' parents. And no. I'm going. Ain't nobody going. That's just what that were. That's just what that were. And I'm a girl. Trolls can't troll us. Yeah, we don't get trolled. We don't get trolled. Imagine a troll coming in here talking about everything but this. Talking about everything but this.
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed with a man put a gun in your head and tell you sing.
Now, how do you keep your tongue pink? I brush my teeth and eat vagina. And I'm a girl. Coochie keep the tongue pink. Coochie keep the tongue pink. Coochie keep the tongue pink. Now, I done ate a lot of coochie in my day. Absolutely. Don't leave a girl around me. Okay? I ate a lot of coochie. And, yeah. Coochie.
Or he's gonna blow your brains out while he's raping you.
Yes, coochie is pink. So that means when you stick your tongue inside of there, then it fade around your tongue. Bitch. Correct. It has to smell like water, and it has to be clean. Just let your tongue just rest. That's what I do. I stick my tongue all the way, like I literally try to put my head in it. You know, I try to get all up in there, you know. And yes, it is. Vagina's very resourceful. You think that it can like create a whole human, but it can't keep your tongue pink? Why do you think babies breastfeed? Mm-hmm. Correct. See, they get threshed from formula. They don't get that from titty milk. It's wonderful. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Correct. Yeah, babies don't be getting threshed from breast milk. Mm-hmm. Infamil, all of that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But with the boob, they ain't got to worry about none of that. Baby mouth just be as pink as it want to be. Mm-hmm. Correct.
That's what Sean Carter done to me.
Trolls, y'all want to talk about this? Trolls, y'all want to talk about this? Ooh, girl, stop playing that clip. Why? Why? The hag has thrush. Yes. Yes, the hag has prostitution thresh. Yes, she has corn thresh. She absolutely does. She does. She absolutely does. She has escort thresh. Back page is thresh. Correct. A plenty of fish thresh. Yes, yes. eHarmony thresh. Is what she has. Grinder thresh is what she has. Absolutely. Y'all is welcome. And my girl. Now let's get into Alex. Well, we're gonna get into Alex next. Alex is wonderful. Um, let's get into Melton Buzbee. Sitting over here looking like a tan candle. Melting. I'm like, oh God. So lawyer Tony Buzbee. Can y'all get this off my screen, please? Thank y'all. I sure would appreciate it. Lawyer Tony Buzbee sues Jay-Z's Rocnation in fight over Diddy lawsuits. Here are all the ones he's filed so far. A Texas attorney, Leatherface, who has filed dozens of cases on behalf of the anonymous accusers of sexual misconduct against Sean Diddy Combs, including one alleging rapper Jay-Z participated in the R-word of a teenager, has now sued Jay-Z's company Rocnation, claiming it tried to pay former Buzbee clients to sue him and send people posed as state officials to harass his plaintiffs. Now, here is the thing. Here is the thing. Tony B, you are giving Jaguar Buzbee. Okay? That is what you are giving right now. Yeah. You look like a whole con. You look like a crook. You look weird. You absolutely do. Okay? You are giving Jaguar Buzbee. It's just what it's giving. Like, at this point in time, he has turned this into a circus. A Texas attorney, Tony Buzbee, and his firm, which are representing an accuser against Jay-Z, filed a lawsuit against Rocnation and its lawyers, claiming they are shadowy operatives to seek out current and former clients to try to convince them to sue the firm. In one case, allegedly offering as much as $10,000. This is why I say that, Buzbee, you look crazy. Because you have to be able to prove these things. You're not a vetter. You're not. You done already dropped the ball in many levels with Jane Doe. Okay? And you're already losing the other lawsuit that you have with one of your other clients against Diddy. Like you're losing it. Like it definitely gives dismissed. And it's also given the same thing with Jay-Z. And I think that you are afraid. Now your back is against the wall. So you're going to try to do anything in your power because you are not a credible attorney with these matters. You're giving ambulance chaser at this point in time. You are 100%. And again, these things have to be proven. Like you said, in one case, allegedly offering as much as $10,000. So it's giving, you have a recorded call that you had with someone that Jay-Z or Rocnation, or well, I would say Rocnation, offered, because he's suing Rocnation, not Jay-Z, Rocnation, offered them $10,000 to come forward and speak against Buzbee. One, what would it matter if people did come forward and say certain things about your practices, stuff like that? What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? Are you going to talk about Milagro Zelle payments from Tory and his dad? No, because I really don't feel like that's anything to talk about. Giving payments, supporting someone. Millie asks for money all the time. So Megan's team, good luck trying to convince a jury of someone, because Milagro don't just have a Zelle, she has a Cash App and multiple other things. She always gets donations from her audience. So how is Tori's father send money a payoff? Then what is what everybody else sends her? There's plenty of people that believe Tori and would Cash App Millie because she was, pushing their narrative that they believed as well. So are they going to hold everybody accountable or just Tori's father? That doesn't make sense to me. I was confused by that. I said, well, that's a reach, because she gets donations. Like, it's what she does. Any content creator can ask for donations. I don't get it. So, I mean, that confused me to show some Zelle pay. There's been plenty of people that have sent her money. So is everybody around that time frame during the trial of Tory Lanez, were they sending her money for Tory? Was it Tory fans sending money to keep, like, to me, that's a reach. So to me, it's not really anything to talk about. Good luck proving it. Putting up, oh, he sent this, 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 he sent this. Or does the message say, keep harassing Megan? For cyber stalking Megan? For harassing Megan? Like, it don't, send a donation and send in a donation. Connecting that to harassment is crazy. Like, but good luck, you know. I hope they have better evidence than that, because that's kind of far-fetched. But I mean, they're putting a case together, so hey, I mean, whatever. It just is what it is. So yeah, to me that's weak. But anyways, in one case, allegedly offering as much as $10,000. So having a recorded call of someone stating this is not proof. They need to prove that Rocnation, so they need to have a recorded call from Nation with the person that they are saying was alleging to be offered this. If you don't have that call, Buzbee, because it don't sound like you have that. It sounds like you had a conversation with somebody that said that Rocnation offered you some money. You need more. Do you have the actual recorded call of Rocnation on the phone talking about some, if you do da da da, or when it come to Buzbee, if you come forward and say the things that you know he's allegedly did to you and stuff like that, we'll pay you $10,000 to do so? Do you have that? Because if you don't have that, this is reaching. It very so much is. It looks retaliatory because Jay-Z is already suing you. Yeah, he already suing you. And he's definitely going to be suing Jane Doe too. Hopefully her case doesn't get dismissed, because if it does, Jay-Z and his legal team will target Jane Doe immediately. Right away. They will waste no time. And this is why Alex Spiro, Jay-Z's attorney, keeps saying, stay tuned. Because not only is Buzbee they're gonna go after Buzbee, they're also gonna go after Jane Doe. And then they're gonna start going after content creators. I do believe content creators are high on the list. It is getting more common for celebrities to sue bloggers. Okay, we are no different than the National Enquirers and the People magazines and all of that. They got lawsuits every other day from celebrities. Celebrities would sue publications all the time, putting complete alleged fabricated stuff, lies, especially National Enquirer. That magazine has been sued so many times. I'm shocked that it is still here. I'm shocked that it's still here. Guys, please drop my email inside of it. If you pay attention, also, my mods consistently drop my email. So it's SeanDavieWay@gmail.com. But they consistently drop it. So you can also ask them too, instead of having me stop show and losing my talking point, to answer something they can and that they do consistently. Okay? So yeah, we don't need to spam the chat when you can just ask a mod, hey mods, what's Sean's email? You know, and they'll be like, hey, here it is. So I'll give it to you right away. But they also just drop it. They drop all of my things throughout the live. So I would definitely say pay attention to the mods, and they are super helpful. So yeah, they have anything you need in mind. They have it P.O. Box, email, hell, I feel like the only thing that was my phone number to give out. They pretty much have everything else. They have my business phone number. But they got you, I promise. So yeah, so with bloggers being targeted, is we are no different than, we're like the new newspaper. You know, we're like the new National Enquirers and, you know, all of that stuff. And it's getting higher with the ratio of celebrities that are actually paying attention to what bloggers are saying and suing them. Milagro Grants, she's getting sued right now by a celebrity. Tasha K has been sued by a celebrity. Michelle A.T. sued by a celebrity. You know, Chris Stokes. You know, so they are getting more sue-happy celebrities. They are getting to the point to where they are starting to target the people, not just the people saying the things, the platforms too. Okay? Because these people like the Hags, she don't get the attention that she gets on her own. She gets the attention because nosy hoe, Nicki Minaj. She gets the attention that she gets by hopping from platform to platform to platform to platform to platform. But the bloggers that have the bigger audience are more susceptible to lawsuits, if you ask me. Because having a larger audience, being a blogger, usually means that you're on your ish. It usually means that you do really well with garner information, vetting the information. We are not journalists, but we do need to have journalistic integrity in doing what we do because we are mimicking journalists. Journalists you have to go to school for. That is a degree. I am not a journalist. I am not. I may remind people of a journalist, you know, and things at times, but I am not. I am just mimicking what I've seen other intelligent people with integrity do. Okay, have morals and whatnot when it comes to their content, to where they just won't put anything out there like a Tisa failed, you know, and more. People that would just hop on any wave and all they care about is the attention. It's going to come a time to where YouTube is truly going to crack down, because they've already been doing it for years. It's going to go to where they crack down even more on the information that is being spread. Because at this time, it's making YouTube a liability if all of these people keep getting sued on their platform. Okay? This is my platform, but the platform that I'm on belongs to YouTube. This is their property. I'm an independent contractor for their Google AdSense company. Okay? So if YouTube is not just us getting sued, YouTube is too. YouTube is being incorporated in these lawsuits as well. You'll see, you know, certain things about YouTube that are listed when it's plaintiff versus, you know, you'll see YouTube, you know, listed inside of there. So they're not going to keep being held liable for what we are doing. They're not going to take of the energy and whatnot. You know, they're not about to have to get lawyers and stuff together and have to pay lawyers to defend what we are saying. You know, we're not salary, you know, and all of that, but YouTube, so they're going to protect their, you know, employees. And they're no, we're independent contractors. I'm not an employee for YouTube. I'm not. I'm an independent contractor that is getting a percentage of my money taken by a bigger platform that pushes me, you know, through the world. So that's what that is. So again, and YouTubers are getting bigger and bigger. And with them getting bigger, they're starting to get credibility that they haven't earned. So journalists deserve a lot of credibility that a lot of these YouTubers are getting, right? And the majority of us ain't went to school for anything like that. Okay? So having journalistic integrity and stuff, a lot of people that do YouTube don't know anything about it and whatnot. They just mimic what they're seeing. They see people do certain stuff, talk about certain stuff, so they're gonna go live and do the same thing. Okay? But it gets to the point to where you need to know what you're talking about by going to vet the things that you are saying instead of somebody else coming forward and saying something and then you just running with it. Okay, if they aren't telling the truth, if what they're saying is lying or they're embellishing and stuff like that, you can be held responsible for regurgitating what you heard. Now you're a part of defamation and, you know, all of that, although that was not your intent, you're just saying what you heard. That is all. That is why, again, the hag is dangerous. That is why the Jaguar is dangerous. Hi, Infamous Sylvia. I love you. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my baby Infamous Sylvia. I love her with all of my heart. Okay? I love her. I love you, Sylvia. Oh my God, I love. Sorry, I just love her. So she makes me feel warm on the side. Anytime I hear her voice or anything, I don't know, I just love her. Shout out to Infamous Sylvia, my baby. So yeah, so that's why the hag is such a liability, because she's going onto these platforms saying these things, and the content creators will be held responsible. The things that she's saying, let me show you what I mean real quick. We're going to go right back into this Buzbee tea. But let me show you what I mean. Notice how she said this.
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed with a man put a gun in your head and tell you sing, or he's going to blow your brains out while he's raping you. That's what Sean Carter done to me.
Allegedly does not protect you. All allegedly does is let the audience know that there's nothing based to show to say that this is factual. So it puts, I guess, out in the person's mind. You know, but it doesn't protect you. So yeah, it doesn't. But her saying this, what she said about Jay-Z, where does she do this? She did this on Stormisha's platform. Okay. When she talk about the other things about Jay-Z doing something to her, notice it's never on her platform that she is saying these things. She goes other places. The Blue Sponge, the Atwoods, all of that. They will be held liable. This is why she said these things in other places, because she feel like, although I'm saying it, it's your platform. So they're going to be held responsible for it. And if you pay attention to the Star Marie case and Tasha K and Cardi B, Star Marie was removed from the lawsuit. Tasha K had to keep going. Her platform was at stake, you know. Same thing with these other people. It's the same thing. So they could sue both and sue, the Hag and Stormisha. But all the Hag has to say is, I'm not going to say anything like this. I'll shut my mouth. I'm good. I'll move on, and whatnot. But it doesn't mean that Stormisha won't continue to be sued. Because why, after Star Marie was released from the case, didn't, did Tasha and Cardi just squash it? No. Since it was said on Tasha's platform, she was being held responsible for the things that Star Marie said. And it's no different here. No different. If a celebrity is going to sue, they're going to sue the platform and the person too. But suing the platform, that there's payment. That they're being paid. The Hag is poor. She homeless. She poor. Yes, attention. She says all of these allegations on other people's platforms. She don't sell her own and say it. Instead, she on her platform saying stuff like this. This is what she's saying on her platform. To show you. This is what she says on hers.
Let me explain it because you do a bad job.
Go ahead.
Were those my words? Yes. But not in that context. They took pieces of phrases that I actually said, did terrible pauses and terrible edits, trying to emulate, I guess you could say, my more theatrical side of my...
Thank you, Tiffany Willis, for gifting memberships. If you got a membership from Tiffany Willis, please say thank you to her. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Thank you, Tiffany.
Personality, which they also got wrong. Just so they could create a way to get me to say that Sean Carter did something to me that he didn't do, so that they could prove I was a liar to discredit me.
So she'll go on her platform and backtrack, backpedal. She'll do all that on hers. Recant. She'll do all that on her platform. But then she goes on other people's platform. Oh, he sliced my leg. Oh, he, R-worded me. What else? She'll go on other. Now, mind you, she ain't said nothing about Giovanni like this on her platform.
And they approached him, my son.
She's on another platform saying this.
Because of your
target.
See, she's on the blue couch, the blue sponge saying this. The blue tampon saying this. She's not on her own platform saying this.
He's my son.
He
was working on his EP. I bought Philadelphia for him. So he didn't have to sign to a company because I knew what it was going to do. He interned at Rocnation. And they approached him to sacrifice me.
He wouldn't do it. So, yeah. She'll go into other, because she don't want to be held responsible. So she'll go to her platform. Oh, I'm innocent. I don't do nothing to nobody. If there's bound to send somebody NDA, get rid of it. They trying to use AI and deepfake, all of that. What? But then she'll go to other people's platforms. Oh yeah, he R-worded me. Oh yeah, this person did this. Oh yeah, I was in a trunk for days, and when I got out, everybody in the room had their way with me. I was blindfolded. I was this. I was that. I was affect. I helped affect people. I was that. She'll go do and say all of that elsewhere. But then she'll go to her own platform, and then all of a sudden, she want to talk about other content creators and bring up the Buzbee and all. No. No. Because her standing from hers, there's nobody for her to blame. She can't say it's deep fake. She can't say that it's edited. It's her platform saying it. It's she on her platform saying these things. Okay? But then, since she said it in other places, oh, they edited like that. That's AI. That's deep fake. That's her accountable. Make her acknowledge these things. How can you support her when she done said this type of stuff? That's crazy. So why wouldn't Jay-Z sue her? Why would he not? He is aware. Before, for the first couple years she was running around saying this stuff, I honestly don't feel like Jay-Z knew. I don't. And I honestly don't think he cared. Even if he did hear rumblings. And whatnot, she's psychotic. So, I mean, I feel like he just chumped it up and gave her the same pass that everybody else gives her. The crazy auntie at the barbecue. The crazy aunt at the barbecue. That's You know how we all got either a crazy aunt or a crazy uncle. You know, that just be rambling. That just be, you know, ooh, back in the day, I was this and I was that, the whole line. Whole line. Crazy uncle, back in the day, I had all the hoes. I saw your pictures. You still ugly right now. So you look like a fruit fly now. So you like a gnat then with a fro. So it's just like, yeah, no, you didn't. Mm-mm. No. She act like she was this, act like she was that with these crumbs on top of her head. Them braids starting all the way back here. You know, all of that. Then she pulling them to the. I'm like, why? 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 Like, give it up. Like, you're so mad that I have more hair than you. I could get finger waves. I could get finger waves. And you're angry about it. And don't you ever forget it, hag. Yeah. So, yeah, right. Imagine wanting braids with no edges. What's he gonna braid your scalp? What's he gonna braid your scalp? Got your goddamn nerve. Talk about some you next. He don't cut her. Yeah. Girl, please. Girl, this is a braiding factory. You talking about some you next. Well, I have hair. Let her braid hair. You sitting here with thoughts and prayers and condolences and shit on top of your head, girl. Girl, please. Like, them fucking crumbs. Then she always got the nerve to... So, yeah. So back to Buzbee. He said people working for Rocnation pretended to be Texas state officials and flashed fake badges in attempt to aid them into filing false claims, and claim one admitted to the scheme on audio tape. What? Do you have any? Do you have a picture of the fake badge? All that, because it gives that he's trying to make it seem like, y'all know, when the comedian or when I came forward and was like, oh, you know, I was approached by Diddy's private investigators. There's proof of it. There is proof that Diddy has private investigators going around and whatnot. Even Alex was questioned inside of the small press conference that he did with about you know, the whole Rocnation thing about Jay-Z and the allegations and him being upset and whatnot. He stated, Alex said, we don't have nothing to do with any private investigators or anything like that. So we don't have nothing to do. And I feel like he's confidently saying that because there's no way to tie them together because they're really not working with him. They're really not working with him. They don't know what you're talking about. And people are crazy. People go out here and do stuff just because. People are crazy. And some people do stuff to get a story. You know, will pretend they're certain officials and go around. But if they're working for Jay-Z, link them. The private investigators that came to the comedian's house and other content creators' homes, they admitted that they worked for Diddy. They admitted that they were the private investigators for Diddy. They admitted that. Hello? So if these are private investigators working for Sean Carter, for Jay-Z, then shouldn't they just admit it? Isn't that the proof right there? Because, again, those private investigators for Diddy did not say that they were not working for Diddy or on behalf of Diddy. They did not say that. They say, yeah, we are. We work for him. We sure do. We on his payroll. We ain't gonna lie to you. We is. That's why we here. We here with questions about him. And all of the questions aimed towards Diddy, were people being paid to do certain commentary on him. And, you know, so it was all about Diddy. So if these people did this, Tony better have some fucking proof instead of just coming, because now you're looking like Jaguar Buzbee is what you're giving. Like, a lot of this stuff to me look and sound crazy. Like, it really does. It look and sound crazy. I believe Alex, Jay-Z's lawyer, is not concerned about any of the things that you are saying because none of it is true. And you can't prove any of it true. None of it. No matter if you have a recorded phone call. If you don't have someone on the phone that we have, that we can corroborate works for Rocnation and stated these same things that you were saying, this is null and void. This is null and void. If you're just sitting on the phone talking with somebody that's accusing somebody of something, where is the proof behind it? Did you take the $10,000? Do you have emails and whatnot, or did you transfer payment information. Hi there, Fishy King Payne. I love you, friend. Y'all get over there and subscribe to my friend Fishy King Payne. I love you. Y'all, please hit the like. We're almost at 1,000 likes. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. And shout out to us. Did we hit 144K yet? I mean, 140. Was it 144 or 145? 144. Because we were like right under it. So if we have, congratulations to us. Yeah, so you need to be able to prove these things. Okay, you can't just go in there saying them. We're beyond that. At this point, you say all of this stuff like it's actual and factual, then you should have some facts and some receipts backing up what you are saying, so that they can actually do something about it. But to just say like, oh, I have this phone call. See this, you heard them. You heard it on the phone. They said they were offered $10,000. Okay, well, do we have any bank transactions, any bank information? Did they at least send them information about where it was going to be sent to? Okay, could we do anything other than that? Because that's just hearsay. At that point, I could call Buzbee right now and say, oh, yeah, they offered me $10,000 to come forward and talk negatively on you. If he records that, that's not proof. Okay, if they offered SeanDavieWay $10,000, does he have any message, text message? Did he record the call? And you can't say that you can't record the call. If somebody's calling you about something, it's your device. So if your device has a recording feature or you download an app or whatever, you can record whatever you want to. Now, there's different states that have different laws about recording, but at the same time, you could at least have some type of proof, evidence backing that this transaction was going to take place if you did what was requested. So we need more proof. That's all I'm saying. Prove that fake badges and fake or weird people just claiming to be state officials. Prove that they were there. Do you have them on camera? Do you have yeah? And then prove that those same people work for Rocnation. You have to prove that. You can't just say it. It's not enough. Shout out to Miss Chris. She said, it's never what you say, it's what you can prove. Absolutely. This is court. Thank you for the stupid sticker, sweetheart. This is court. This isn't conspiracies on YouTube. This isn't these people like Jay-Z and others fighting for public opinion, judgment. At this point, they don't give a fuck. You think Jay-Z really care about what people saying on the internet right now? You think he really care when there's bigger fish to fry? There's bigger stuff to take care of. Ending it is what removes it. So that's his priority number one. Not worried about what content creators are saying, but he don't give up about y'all. Because at the end of the day, as soon as if he gets this Jane Doe thing removed or dismissed, he coming for y'all. So gear up. Gear up. Yeah, gear up. Absolutely. Like, he coming for a lot of these content creators. He is. And I think that the Hag is number one on his list. Yeah, he's going to definitely put a muzzle on that psycho. He sure is. So yeah, we were at the part. Last month, an anonymous celebrity later identified as Jay-Z sued Buzbee for extortion after the lawyer allegedly sent a letter threatening public lawsuit if he didn't agree to privately settle for his claims. Now, we have not seen that letter, but there is proof that a letter was sent. So that's fact that Tony Buzbee did send Jay-Z's legal team a letter. Here's what I have to say about that letter. Tony Buzbee, and from where I'm sitting at, Tony Buzbee had no intention of taking Jay-Z to court. No intention. No. No. Tony Buzbee sent Jay-Z that letter to warn him of Jane Doe's coming lawsuit. The mediation that he's trying to set up is, and how I gather, why they're saying extortion, why Jay-Z's team is saying extortion, is because if you are going to file a lawsuit, you just simply file it. He wanted the mediation to sit down with Jay-Z so that Jay-Z could write his client a check so that the lawsuit never went into the court system. Basically, wanted a meeting so that Jay-Z could buy the lawsuit. That is extortion. That is. Because if you're going to file a lawsuit, file it. What you want to sit down and talk to me for? We don't have anything to talk about. That's why Jay-Z didn't take the meeting. That's why he did not sit down with him. So it never got to a number or anything like that, because it does sound like you were trying to extort him. It does sound like you were trying to get him to settle and write a big check so that this can be silenced. Like I said before, what if Jay-Z would have took the meeting and wrote the check, then come to find out all of these inconsistencies and all of this stuff, it does give that Jay-Z is telling the truth. And Buzbee is making that happen. Because if he lying, why take it this far? That's why Diddy settled with Cassie, because he knew he ain't had no fighting chance. Cassie got too much proof to back that these things happened. So it's not even worth going back and forth for her. And that was about the book. That's what that settlement was about. Cassie filed her lawsuit. Cassie, her lawyers did not send Diddy a lawsuit like, hey, you might want to sit down and have a conversation with us because Cassie's going to file this lawsuit. No. The undisclosed amount in settlement came from Cassie's book. Diddy bought the rights to her book, is what happened. That didn't have anything to do with the lawsuit that she had with the Adult Survivor Act. That basically just combined the settlement, is pretty much what that was, so that he could get rid of that lawsuit as soon as possible. That's it. That's why she got millions of dollars. Her tell-all book. She did not get over allegedly $30 million and whatnot for no damn Adult Survivor. These are separate. Cassie had a book written and ready, actually 2 books right here. It was 2 books. That's a part 1 and a part 2. So yeah, that's where the money came from. That's why he settled within 24 hours. She still filed her suit against him. So if she took a money grab, no, that's not a money grab because she filed. If she was money grabbing, we would have never gotten those court documents of what he did. That would have never happened. What's the point? I'm gonna pay you for silence, but all of everything still come out anyway. What was the point? See, that's what Tony Buzbee was trying to prevent with Jay-Z. Because all of them, because it's public. Lawsuits are public. So all of her allegations are going to be public. You have Pace or whatever. Everybody can read all the content creators and whatnot, the blogs, the media. They're going to fall over this. So to get rid of this, so that nobody hears about it, let's sit down and have a mediation. Jay-Z said, no, you won't get 1 red cent. 1 red cent. Hold on, let me pull up. Girl, hold on, let me pull up, girl. 1 red cent, but then you got this running around. Girl, look at that. You got this running around. Talking about, and you don't think you're going to get sued?
My son died because he was my son.
He died because of
He
your
was targeted because he is my son.
He
was working on his EP. I bought Philadelphia for him so he didn't have to sign to a company because I knew what it was going to do. He interned at Rocnation. And they approached him to sacrifice me. I saw his death when he was 19. I moved us here to stop it, to prevent it, to avoid it. They take them anyway to show you what the harm is. Giovanni, his death is why I do what I do. My son died because he was my son.
He died.
It's the lies for me.
He targeted because he is my son.
It's the lies for me. The lies for me. And you don't think he's targeting everybody that's going around saying stuff like this? Yeah, he absolutely is. And that's why she big pressed. That's why she quiet. Because she's scared. She's petrified. She absolutely is. So, okay. So he said blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, so it did look like an extortion attempt. Because at first I didn't get it. I'm just like, okay, how? Because he wants to have a meeting? How was he extorting anything? I didn't know it was before the lawsuit. I thought it was after the lawsuit was filed. And Buzbee and Jane Doe wanted to sit down and have a mediation with Jay-Z. That's what I thought. I'm like, oh, okay, how are you suing him for extortion? Like, you look crazy. Like, you look crazy, like, trying to sue him for extortion. But that's not what that were. I'm like, okay. Knowing this, that it was basically, if you cut us a check, we won't file it. No, file it. And then settle after. I mean, if you're going to settle, I mean, do it after. File it, though. Like, what are you doing? You know, that's crazy. So, Girl, Buzbee sent these mediation requests to a lot of celebs. Yes, but Jay-Z was the only one that I believe Jay-Z sued because he was like, okay, well, come forward with this. I mean, go ahead. I mean, do what you want, but it's not real, you know, Jay-Z. So I would just take care of it when I got to take care of it. You know, you file it, we'll handle it from there. So once he filed it, Jay-Z went and filed his lawsuit against him, for extortion. And now I believe Jay-Z amended it and it's filing for defamation as well. So if he's doing defamation against Buzbee, that won't be the last defamation suit. No, it will not. It will be the first of a lot of them. And I'm my girl. So the hag can't sue anyone. Like, yeah, we don't give a fuck about what the hag is saying. Come tell me that she is acknowledging lying on SA. Okay? Her and that fat guy in a little coat that she over there with done said that they doing clash action suits, that they suing this. They have not done shit. She has been on YouTube for 4-5 years screaming what she's going to do to people. She ain't did nothing. So yeah, we don't care about her lying, deflecting. Because what has TMZ did to her to sue? Imagine saying that you're going to sue somebody after going around lying and saying that a man raped you, that he put a gun to your head. That's who she needs to be suing if she going to sue anybody. Imagine suing a company because they put up an article about you of the truth before suing somebody that assaulted you. Weird. Weird. Yeah, we don't want to hear about none of that. I want to hear about her acknowledging she lied on SA. Tell me about that. Other than that, I don't give a what she doing with white men. I don't care. I literally don't. I would stream it if I gave a. I don't. The last time I streamed the Atwood was when there was drama. If she ain't on her arguing over there with, on his bald head ass platform, I don't care. Tell me about that. Oh, she over there getting into it with this person. Yeah, we listen to that. Then I bite. Because then that's real. Her getting into it with somebody, the stuff they stand back and forth with each other, that's actuality. That's actually happening. We can talk about that. We sure can. Because that's the last time I brought up the Atwood. But him bringing anybody on his platform, I don't listen to that shit. I don't feature him. I don't feature him. Popcorn. No, I don't feature those people. Literally. I don't feature them. I don't give a... I'm not subscribed. That's why I have to come and tell me. Because I have no idea what they're doing because I don't watch. The Atwood has no credibility to me. No credibility. He sits there and allows people to run amok. Anybody can do that. Anybody could pull somebody up on their platform, ask one question, and let them talk for the next 3 hours. Just manic. Like anybody can do that. Like, I'll pass. I'm good on all of that. So yeah, I really don't care. I don't want to hear none of those lies. None. Talk about a lawsuit, meaning you filed. Come tell me about that. The hag filed a lawsuit against TMZ, and she on this person platform and that person platform showing the lawsuit, and they reading the lawsuit right now. I don't want to hear Gunna. Was she finna? I'm good. Gunna finna's about to. Girl, please. I'm still waiting for this clash action suit that she was. She said she was suing YouTube. Girl, please. She in debt, so many damn lawsuits. She owes so many lawsuits, girl. It'll drive you crazy. A lawsuit filed on October 20th where the Alabama woman alleged she was 13 years old in 2000 when Combs and another male celebrity repeatedly ordered her while a female celebrity watched during the MTV Video Music Awards after party was updated to accused music mogul and rapper Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, of the girl allegedly alongside Combs. Now, I was confused by that because originally her claim was against Diddy. Confused by that too. I was like, okay, well, when did Jay-Z get thrown in there? When did Jay-Z get thrown? And you would think that Buzbee will move forward with anybody that was going after Jay-Z because that helps. It helps show that Buzbee is not just targeting Jay-Z because he got the coin. Because it's hard for Buzbee to target Diddy right now because Diddy is incarcerated. So his image is pretty much ruined at this point. Jay-Z's is not, and he's free, so he still has, you know, the freedom to be able to, you know, pay people off, you know, so, you know, access to his bank accounts, you know, all that. So it's like, yeah, let's get him. It's what it's giving at this point, because the Diddy lawsuits have fallen on deaf ears at this point. Diddy's upcoming trial is way more important to people than a whole bunch of Jane and John Doe's, honestly. And there's no faces to these names. There's no names to the actual names. So again, it's losing momentum, losing people's attention. But Jay-Z is free. So with him being free, to people a new campaign, you know, to try to take somebody down. So it gives it way more energy, and the algorithm is going to be crazy with that person's name. Another thing I want to say about the Jane Doe, Buzbee is trash for letting her speak. Correct. Just like Alex sat there and did that small, I mean, I guess if you want to call it a press conference, because it really wasn't. But Alex spoke for Jay-Z. Jay-Z is a victim. Jane Doe is a victim. So there should have been there's no excuse that she had to speak at all. Buzbee should have took his ass on NBC for her and spoke on her behalf, even speaking on the inconsistencies so that he can explain, because they're all his fault. It's not Jane Doe's fault, those inconsistencies. They're not, because it's not her job to vet. She don't know what she's doing. She's not a lawyer. She's not an attorney. She's not supposed to do. If something happen or something get effed up, that's when you turn to your attorney. So she should not have spoke. There was no reason for her. And how anonymous are you keeping her if you're willing to put up her shadow, her voice? You know, why? Why is she being, to me, you're exploiting her at this point, because you want people, because she's a victim, allegedly. She is a victim. So you're doing playing the violin, wanting her to pull on people's heartstrings by hearing from her, because then it will be harder for people to ridicule. Putting out there that she has autism and all of that. All of that is wrong. None of that is okay. You should have spoke on her behalf. You should not have to speak. But you put her up there like it's her fault. Yeah, you can go on NBC and explain your inconsistencies. No, you do it. Just like completely spoke for Jay-Z and said shit. Besides what he wrote on Rocnation, which was attorney approved, Jay-Z hasn't said anything. His lawyer is speaking for him. That's how it's supposed to be. Because Alex knows what to say. Alex knows how to stay out of the crossfire. And then Alex would be being held responsible for certain things and not Jay-Z. So if something wasn't inconsistency or wasn't correct or something like that, you have to hold Alex responsible for that. Not, Jay-Z. Because Z is not speaking. And it should be the same thing with the victim. Getting a phone call. Yeah. Can y'all hear me? Okay, sorry. I have to do this. Yeah. So in my opinion, she should not have had to speak. Can y'all hear me? Sorry, I was getting phone calls. It's super annoying. But yeah. Okay, we're good. Okay. Yeah. So she should have had to speak. It's like, how is Jay-Z getting more protection than her? Hello? Hello? I'm confused by that. I'm like, she's the victim. Why is he getting more? Like, I mean, Alex is doing his thing. And then like Buzbee is just running amok. Running amok. The case is all over the place. It gives that he's, because I'm going to play this by Alex. Hold on. I'm going to play this by Alex. He's letting this case deteriorate. Because the focus is not the Jane Doe. Now the focus is Tony Buzbee. How are you the focus? You have not cleaned up any of Jane Doe's inconsistencies. You have not found any new witnesses, nothing. At least the clerk from the gas station, maybe somebody kept some type of recording around. Sometimes if you have a alarm company, they keep videos for years, and what I mean, who knows? Do something. If the father didn't pick her up, figure out who did. Because the father said he don't recall that. Okay, let's contact the mother. Okay, let's contact the aunt or grandma, anybody else that may have went and picked her up. Anyone. Contact the deceased friends, around that time. Maybe they remember something. Maybe they remember them two hanging out or something. Who just do more. Help her. But she out here looking crazy. I mean, crazy in these streets. People are making her the enemy when she shouldn't be. Why is she being villainized? When Buzbee said he had more than one source vet the story. That was she brought to the forefront. Then how do you have any inconsistency with somebody as close to the story as her father? Her own father isn't complicit or agreeing with her story. But you vet it though. You didn't vet him. He's a part of the story. Now I see them not vetting anybody that's not involved. That makes sense. But the father is. So if you vetted her story, then you would know the father does not recall. So why put that in the lawsuit? So you have all of these inconsistencies inside of this lawsuit, but you want to go sit down with someone of a story that you're not even sure of yourself and you want to check? I see why Jay-Z was like, let's go, because you're not telling the truth. This isn't true. Why not just go ahead and pay for it to go away? Because he could have. How could Jay-Z be able to pay to have the story go away, yet he didn't? But he paying people to come forward and spew negativity on Buzbee. No, it sounds like Jay-Z knows it's a big microscope over him, so it's better to do this the right way. It's better to do it that way instead of doing anything that can incriminate you in any way, shape, or form. Keep your hands as clean as possible in this situation. And with a situation like this, where her story being so inconsistent, it kind of takes care of itself. It makes it easier dismissal. When Alex says that he is confident that this case will get dismissed, I kind of have to agree with him. I kind of have to agree. Because where the case sits now, there's no new evidence, no new witnesses to corroborate any part of her story, and none of her story has been found credible. Nothing. There's nothing in her story to where a person can look at and put other pieces to it and say, she's telling the truth. No. As of right now, Buzbee does have her looking like a liar. Inconsistency is a cute word for lie. You hear the word inconsistency, most people on the internet gonna hear lie. You lied. That's just in the story. That's it. I'm just keeping frogging with you. And Buzbee has her looking like that. Jane Doe is not an attorney. She told Buzbee her story. All he had to do was vet it. If he would have found the inconsistencies, so that would have gave him a chance to fix them, to fix what's inconsistent. Okay, so it wasn't your father that picked you up because he does not recall picking you up. So thinking back from that night, is there anybody besides your father that you would have called? Was it another male? Was it the friend? Did you call the friend that dropped you off? Did he come back to get you? He's the only person that I could see knowing kind of like where she is. because he dropped her off in Times Square. So he could have done more, or was it an uncle or a friend of your father's, or something? Did you call the house and maybe your dad's friend picked up the phone? Did your dad have a brother, or something like that? Did somebody else come and pick you up but answered the house phone? You just assumed that it was your father. Like, I mean, but he didn't do any of that. No, he just heard what she said and was thirsty because Jay-Z's name was in it. And because it adds a new element to getting a payment. Because again, Diddy's incarcerated. And he just ran forward with it. Sending letters like, oh yeah, you might want to take care of this before this hit the media. But you're not, from what I'm gathering, telling the truth because of all of the inconsistencies of you not vetting. Now even the year is being called. She said 2000, and allegedly it's supposed to have been 2003 because like it's just everything. It looks really bad. If I'm being honest, her case looks really bad. It does not look good for her. It doesn't. It's a high probability that this case is about to get thrown out. 100%. Let's listen to Shapiro.
Tonight, Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spiro, is pushing to get
Spiro?
a judge to dismiss the rape
Spiro.
lawsuit against his client, citing an NBC News exclusive that found inconsistencies with the accuser's account.
We expect Mr. Carter to be fully cleared of all of this in the coming days. Almost nothing that she says has checked out because this never happened.
This in the wake of...
That's usually what that means. If everything that you said is not checking out, then that means that you are not telling the truth because nothing checks out. That's when you have to go back to the drawing board when things start checking out. Like with Cassie, everything was checking out that she was saying, the things that she remembered. Because I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that she didn't remember, that happened, but everything's checking out. Like, oh, okay, she said this happened, that happened. Okay, she said this, okay, yep. She said this person came forward and said that's true. Yep, she said this about this. Yep. But then when it comes to her, no. Nothing is panning out.
Our interview with a 38-year-old mother from Alabama who accuses Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, and Sean Diddy Combs of raping her when she was 13 years old. She asks us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward? Because I think that I've been quiet long enough.
She says that she might have some facts wrong, but that she says the incident happened. What do you say to that?
Anybody, when they make up a claim, they can just keep repeating it and getting it right. But you never get the details right. And what happened during her interview with you is that the story began to unravel.
On the night of the MTV Video Music Awards...
That is very true. So when you say this person R-worded me, that's going to stay the same. But when it comes to the details of how, if you're making it up, when it comes to the details and how it happened, people are going to check those details. It's called vetting. When none of that adds up, then that means that you are not telling the truth. You're not, because you can't force something to be true. And that's what a lot of people are trying to do, like the Tisa failed, and people like that. They're trying to force something to be true to push their narrative. So this is the narrative I want to go with. So we have to make this true. Because how I view it, I heard people say like, oh, well, maybe it wasn't Jay-Z or Diddy that did this to her. Maybe somebody else violated her. If somebody else violated her, we don't give a fuck. Because that is not who she is accusing. You do not just I'm not going to accuse any. That is it. That's it. Whatever. That's because I know who did it. So I'm only going to bring up the people who did it. That's it. I'm not going to accidentally. No, I know it was you. It was you. I know what you did to me. I did not forget. You did it. It was you. Well, how did it happen? We was here. Your story's going to stay the same. But when it comes to her, it's not like that. And that was unfortunate because with the inconsistencies, if Buzbee would have did his job, she could have avoided this. So this is Buzbee's fault. And he is doing no damage control. None. No damage control.
In 2000, she says this limo driver took her to an after party. There, she says she spoke to musician.
I don't care saying. What's more damaging? What's more damaging is I don't care if she's over there. I don't care what she's saying. What's more damaging than this? We don't need her to say anything new. We don't care. Me don't care. I'm on her roll. I'm on her roll. I'm not one of those content creators to where every time she opens her mouth, I'm going to come forward. I don't give a. I don't care enough about nobody. Like y'all got other content creators. If every time she speaks shine, you have to pop her. No, I'm gonna pop her with the things that matter and things like this.
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed with a man put a gun in your head and tell you sing, or he's gonna blow your brains out.
What's more damaging than this? So it don't matter what platform she goes on. This is enough for her to be sued. Jay-Z don't need every time she talks shit about him for it to be sent to him, nor his lawyer, because that's when they start to ignore you. That's when Alex, instead of opening up my email because he has 50 from me, he has 100 from me, it look a little weird. It look a little stalkerish. It look, So it's like we're going to send them important things that they can actually take into a court of law and something be done about it. Okay? It looks a little obsessive. I'm not obsessed with her. I just don't like the bitch. Okay? And I'm going to pop her when I deem fit. Okay? Every lie that come out of her mouth, I am not going to debunk. And it is not my job to, nor do I want the task. I have a life. I will be here all day. Y'all get at least an hour and a half, 2-3 hours out of me throughout and that's with both platforms, here and Coffee. Okay? I'm not dedicating 5-6 hours sitting around a day showing you, like, I would drive myself crazy. I could pull up the article, like we talked about Giovanni earlier. I could pull up all of the articles, and I'm not doing none of that shit. I done already did that. No. Not at all. We stand with what's current. What's current is Jay-Z is being sued by a Jane Doe, and the hag is a victim.
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed with a man put a gun in your head and tell you sing, or he's gonna blow your brains out while he's raping you. That's what Sean Carter done to me.
Correct. I am not the Jaguar police. I am the Jaguar flamer. I comes forward to flame her. I come forward to drag her from the edges that she don't got with them crumbs on the top of her motherfucking head. That's what I come forward to do. And key, I don't care. Literally. If she's not talking about this, don't bring it to me. Because I don't care. She's been lying on Jay-Z and Beyonce for years. That's nothing new. It's nothing new. And she's going to continue to lie on them. So yeah, I really don't care. Like, no, I'm not about to be emailing Alex every day. Like, no, you look very stalkerish, doing something like that. Because Alex has better things to do with his day. He has a client that right now and more client, that he's facing, Buzbee, he busy. They busy. They have bigger fish to fry. The hag is not high on that list. She is not. She a when we done type of situation. When we get to stuff that matter, like this Jane Doe, because again, the hag is a victim. And she's not live talking about being that. So at this point in time, she's not Alex's problem. She's not Jay-Z's problem. At this point in time, she is working for Jay-Z. She is working for Jay-Z. She is on Jay-Z's side. Because with an allegation like this and you holding back.
I know what it feels like to be strapped to a bed with a man put a gun in your head and tell you sing, or he's gonna blow your brains out while he's raping you. That's what Sean Carter done to me.
Imagine that happening to you by the person that's under scrutiny right now, and you are doing nothing about it, but talking about everybody else except for you. Everybody else trauma except yours. She is protecting Jay-Z 100%. So yeah, I don't care about the Jay-Z supporter because that is all. That's it. We don't care about the Jay-Z supporter because that's what she's doing, supporting Jay-Z. So yeah, she loves him.
Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo. That's the Last Supper.
In a statement to NBC News,
Now she literally says it in the interview. I'm talking to Benji about his tattoo. He said, "Look, we weren't there. We weren't there. This is why she should not have spoke." Because she's coming live in this interview stating that there has been some inconsistencies while stating more inconsistencies. Yeah, yeah. While stating more, because she even says during this interview, while I was talking to Benji Madden and talking about his tattoos, he wasn't there. So that's another inconsistency on top of you admitting that there already been some. Girl, like she shouldn't have spoke. She shouldn't have spoke. Buzbee should have spoke on her behalf.
representative for the Maddens confirmed they did not attend the 2000 VMAs and that they were on tour in the Midwest at that time.
So are the Maddens also is Good Charlotte supporting Jay-Z? Are they team Jay-Z or were they just simply not there? Weird. Are they team Jay? We're riding for Jay-Z, or were they just not there? Ain't got nothing to do with Jay-Z. Like how they looking at it, we just wasn't there. So sorry, we were on tour. We can prove it. Like sorry, sweetie, you weren't talking to us. You may have been talking to somebody with tattoos. It just wasn't us.
At the after party, she says she had a drink that made her feel woozy. Then she says Combs and Carter.
And that's another with that inconsistency of her saying that she was talking to the men from Good Charlotte, and then them coming forward and saying, "Hey, we weren't there." How do we? If you thought that you was talking to the men of Good Charlotte, how do you know that it was Jay-Z and Diddy that did anything to you if you don't even know who Good Charlotte is? You have the wrong identity with those men because they weren't present, but you have the correct identities when it comes to Jay-Z and Diddy. This is why she shouldn't have spoke, because that's another inconsistency. Because if you can't even tell what person from a person, then how do you said you was talking to two men that were on a whole nother part of the country. But you're also alleging that these two men did it. So
both raped her. She says she ran to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up.
We rode home in silence. She didn't ask me what happened.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not corroborate her story. "I feel like I would remember that, and I don't," he said. The woman revealed to us that she has autism and previously suffered a head injury. In a follow-up phone interview, we asked her about the contradictions.
that does not help. You have autism and a head injury.
And she said that she stands by her statements. This woman is standing by her story. It happened over 20 years ago. Maybe her memory is hazy. Maybe her father doesn't remember that night.
No, she's doubled down on certain of these details. She says, "I'm positive." She points out the tattoo. She talks about that tattoo in vivid detail. Turns out that's completely false. And the father is supposed to be picking her up. 10-hour drive, round trip to pick her up in the middle of the night. Has no memory of that. No one has come forward about this in nearly a quarter of a century, and that's because this never happened.
Spyro said he's not only...
I can't argue with that. You would definitely remember driving 10 hours. You're not forgetting driving 10 hours. You're just not forgetting that. And then she never discloses how he got her location. So even if she had a head injury, your father didn't. So he should definitely be able to remember it, even if you don't. So he drove 10 hours without even knowing where he was going? And he says that he doesn't recall because it didn't happen. That's what it gives. Because that would have been like the biggest part of her story to where I feel like it would have kept this case from getting dismissed. Is at least the father remembers. So that is still, regardless of it being her father, he's still a witness. Because she's a witness too. When something happens to you, you witness it. You're there. Okay? So not only is she a witness, he is too. He says no. What do you do? What do you do?
He's seeking justice for Jay-Z. He says that he also wants to expose the accuser's attorney, Tony Buzbee.
He takes away the voices from real victims and he causes real harm. If this lawyer has any sense, he's going to dismiss this claim. I don't know whether he has any sense.
Buzbee, who has filed more...
He said, I don't know if you guys... I like Alex. But anyways, so it's not up to Tony to file a dismissal, but I do think, like jump, I don't feel like Tony had any intention of taking this into court. I really felt like Tony thought that Jay-Z was gonna write that check and do like force a mediation, and you know, by low-key threatening them, saying like, hey, we got this lawsuit. If you don't want us to file it, you can come sit down to talk to us with me and my client about this. And what else were they gonna talk about besides money? Like, what? Jay-Z didn't have a relationship with this girl. He didn't know this. I could see Cassie's lawyers calling Diddy and saying like, let's have a mediation. That makes sense. Diddy and Cassie have a long-standing relationship with each other, you know, blah, blah, blah. So that would make sense. But why would Jay-Z want to sit down with somebody he's claiming innocence from? Like, I don't know her. Nothing ever happened. Like, why would he want to talk to her? I don't blame him. But that's what I said. It would even be admitted guilt on his behalf if he would have went to the meeting. If Jay-Z would have went to that meeting, it would have seemed that there was more to this that leads on, because why would you even go meet up with Tony and this alleged victim if you didn't do anything? If you didn't do anything to her, why even go meet up? Why even? It gives, maybe there's something here. But with him just like, yeah, no, I don't want nothing to do. You won't get one red cent from me. Like, it does push innocence. It does, you know, give that. And then, again, I don't believe that Tony ever planned on taking this to court because he did not vet. He did not make sure that the story was authentic or as authentic as they could get based off of her memory. He did not do that. So that means that he didn't plan on going to court. Why would I vet this story and make sure the things that she's saying are consistent and are the truth if I don't plan on taking this to court? To me, that's weird. I think that he used this girl. I do. I think that he used this woman, and he don't believe her story either. I don't think he believed her. I think the only thing that he was paying attention to was that Jay-Z was involved. That's all he cared about. Like, he looked at this with dollar signs, not looking at this from a victim standpoint, because like I said, you have to be a little bit more delicate with these type of cases when you have a victim, and you also have to be delicate with her being autistic. You know that people are going to call those things out and try to make it look like they are things to discredit. You know, let's discredit her because she has autism. Let's discredit her because she had a head injury. You know, there's a lot of things that can be used against her. So you need to make sure that this is solid. I feel bad for the Jane Doe because even with the inconsistencies, and it does seem she could be telling the truth. But if this happened to her and Jay-Z and Diddy aren't the people that did it, if it was just black guys that did it to her, like I said before, we don't give a fuck. And not like, and we don't care about her trauma and the things that happened to her. No, we don't care because you are blaming the wrong people. If that's the case, if this still happened to her, but other men did it, then you need to go find those men instead of just blaming it on random people. Because again, y'all are discouraging real victims. All Tony Buzbee is doing at this point in time is making it easy for I even feel like there's ones that have filed lawsuits that are thinking about dismissing them now, that want to get rid of their lawsuits, and not just against Jay-Z, Diddy too, that want to remove their lawsuits from the system and dismiss them, drop them based off of, look at how Tony Buzbee did with this Jane Doe. If this is how he handled her case, why would I want you to handle mine? No, you're giving ambulance tape. Because what are you doing? You're not winning. This case thus far with this Jane Doe, he is losing and bad. Ain't no attorney in the world. There is no attorney that will tell you right now that Buzbee is winning this case against Jay-Z. He is not. He is not. This Jane Doe is losing, and in a pitiful way, because she's losing off of rookie mistakes. Rookie mistakes. she's losing this case. Vetting is rookie. Like, I could see a new attorney taking this case and this is happening. But this is a vet. This is somebody that swears you know what he's doing. Got his own practice, all of that. And she is going down. Social media done already ate her up and spit her out. The 80% of social media think she's a liar, and 20% of social media think that it, or I would say 15% of social media think there's the possibility she's telling the truth, and then there's probably 5% of people out there that feel like she's being honest. Because of Tony Buzbee. He filing lawsuits and stuff on Jay-Z and all of this stuff instead of focusing on his clients. I said from jump, this is too much to chew. You got over 100 and something people suing, and you're going to take all the clients. You're going to take them all. What? And you already dropping a ball with one. You can't even get it right with one. But you're supposed to be representing 100 and some other people? What? This makes no sense. None. Besides, he dumped up royally. And he's made this more about him than it is the victim. As y'all see with this short interview, Alex is speaking for Jay-Z. Jay-Z could be sitting down somewhere telling people the same thing. He could be, fighting for himself and all of that. No, his attorney's doing it. And this is what Buzbee is supposed to be doing for this victim. He's supposed to be fighting for her. He done put her out there to the wolves. And she this happened to her as a Jane Doe. So imagine if people knew who she was. Imagine. Do you know how much internet abuse she would get? Do you know how many people will go and attack her and troll her? And not even because they support Jay-Z. Because of her inconsistencies. Because of people feeling like she's messing it up for real victims. Because it's not looking that way as her being one. You fucking it up, Buzbee. It's not her, it's you. You are the problem. And you're also the common denominator. You're putting the spotlight more on you than you are your client. This is not about you. This is supposed to be about your client suing Jay-Z. How the fuck are you suing him now? Is it about you or them? You're giving ambulance chaser. You're making Jay-Z look good. And it's supposed to be the opposite. You're supposed to be bringing Jay-Z down. Not letting him up. You're going to make it so any other victim that wanted to come forward, they wanted to come forward as a Jane Doe or tell their truth and be themselves and put their identity out there, you are discouraging them from doing that now, seeing how badly you are losing. The reason a lot of people started suing after Cassie, because she did it successfully. She won. That's what inspired victims to say, you know what? I can do it too. If Cassie can do it, I can do it. She didn't run amok. She wasn't running around doing interviews, none of that. She handled it how you're supposed to. Yes, Cassie filed police reports. She did everything she was supposed to do. 100%. Filing criminal complaints, all of that. Even if it was years later, still did it. Black and white. She did it the right way. So that's why she inspired so many people to want to do it themselves. So what do you think that you're inspiring with your Jane Doe being the first one that is suing Jay-Z? What do you think the victims are going to look at her and think? If she going through all of this on such a public scale, and it's embarrassing, it's humiliating, why would they want to go through these same things? And even as a Jane Doe, this humiliation is happening to this woman. So it's just showing the victims there is no protection. There is no protection. Nobody's going to protect you. Your lawyer, the public, nobody. Because the public has already turned on this Jane Doe. They just don't know her name. Once her name is put out there, they are going to trample her. Social media is going to trample her. People are going to look into her background. They're going to find all her social media. They're going to be putting her all over. She's going to be everywhere when people find out who she is. And it will happen. She will be made public. Because I do feel like if the judge does this case go on further, that's going to be one of the stipulations that she has to reveal herself. that she has to. So it's discouraging. So Tony is fucking it up for victims. He's not helping. Cassie's lawyers helped victims. If the majority of the victims could afford, like Diddy's victims, could afford Cassie's legal team, they would have them. Why wouldn't you want them? They know how to get the job done. They know what they're doing. And they protected Cassie. Still protecting her now. Still protecting her now. They don't play about their client. Okay? You can't even get Cassie. Her lawyers are like a fortress. You have to go through multiple entities in order to get to the woman. Her lawyers are like a gate. A firm made out of steel gate. It has to be opened onto you in order to get to what's inside of it. Other than that, they militant. Okay? So, yeah. Tony's not giving that. Alex is giving that with Jay-Z. He's very protective of his client. Very protective. Speaking on his behalf, all of those things, you could tell. But with Buzbee, he out here suing people. He out here suing Rocnation and all that. What about your client? How can you make sure that her lawsuit going through if you sit here trying to pull up other information and whatnot to sue Rocnation? Like, what are you doing? How do you have time for all of this? You only one person. How do you have time for all this shit? Like, this is crazy. This is crazy.
More than 20 lawsuits against Combs, told NBC News that he is continuing to vet the accuser's claims, and that she has agreed to undergo a polygraph this week. A representative for Combs called this...
A polygraph do nothing in court. Nothing. So even if she passed the polygraph, it ain't going to do nothing. It proves nothing when you already have so many inconsistencies.
Suit a shameless...
Because you could pass the polygraph saying, yes, my dad picked me up, but your dad said he didn't. Your dad said he don't recall. So that can't be like that. It can't be used in court. Like what does that mean? Like, because just because the polygraph test said that you was telling the truth about your dad picking you up, he not corroborating that. He's saying he don't remember that. He's saying he don't recall. So what does that prove? If you go in there and say that you met the Maddens, Benji, and Joe, whatever, and the polygraph test says that you did, that you telling the truth when you said that, Benji and them still said we weren't here, we were on tour. So a polygraph test does nothing. So I really don't even understand why that came up.
money grab.
Since your attorneys refiled the lawsuit against Combs naming Jay-Z, he has come out with a very long statement saying that this is completely not true and that this is all about trying to get money from him. What do you say about that?
I haven't asked for a dime from him.
That's an inconsistency. She says she hasn't asked Jay-Z for a dime. You're suing him. Sweetheart, you suing him. You have asked him for more than a dime, sweetie. Because I highly doubt you suing him for 4 cents, for 3 cents, for 3 pennies. You are asking him for money. That's what a lawsuit entails. So again, what are you talking about? What?
It's not everything is motivated by money, and I'm sorry that he feels that.
Not everything is motivated by money, yet there's a lawsuit, but no criminal complaint. There's a lawsuit, but no police report. If you weren't influenced by money, then why are you filing a lawsuit for money? A lawsuit means that you are inspired to civilly take financially what you think belong to you.
This woman also told us on camera last week that this isn't about money.
Well, let's be serious. A lawyer like this is not sending out these letters not to make money. He wants
Correct.
money and fame. He doesn't care about truth and justice. And that's what's going on.
That's what it is.
Chloe Melas joins us in...
See, I want to disagree. I want to disagree with Alex. I want to be like, yeah, no, because of the facts. That's what it's giving. Your client is being discouraged in the media. They are running amok with her. They are dragging her down. I'm sure Jane Doe sees all of the stuff that people are saying, which again discourages her as well. And instead of doing damage control and going around here doing interviews like he was doing when he was doing the press tours about putting up 1-800 numbers for all the victims to call in, and when I have the same energy when it comes to your clients. Have the same energy. Fight for her, Buzbee. You are not fighting for her. How can you when you filing your own personal lawsuits against, because it gives, since you ain't about to get the money, I'm going to get it myself. Since using your lawsuit, Jane Doe, you're going to lose. You're not going to get any coin out of this, and I ain't wasting my time. So I might as well start suing Rocnation and suing this person and suing this person because you dumped up the bag. You dumped the bag up. And my girl. So yes, that's what it's giving. That is what it's giving. Here's the thing. Why would we care who celebrity B is if she can't even prove that celebrity A, Diddy, and celebrity C, Jay-Z, was in the room? We still trying to get her to prove that she was in the room with him. So why would the other celebrity, whoever she's naming, even matter if she said that she met the Maddens and the Maddens was on tour? They said that wasn't us. Then she said that Jay-Z and Diddy did things to her. Who knows if that's true? So why would we believe, even if she did list or it's listed who celebrity B is, why would you even believe when nothing else has been proven? Everything has been extremely inconsistent with her story. There's no part of her story that has been proven to be true. None. Nothing. Not one part of her story has been proven to be true. So why would we believe anything else? Again, her original lawsuit was just her suing Diddy. It had nothing to do with Jay-Z. It ain't had nothing to do with him. It seemed like an extortion attempt. Well, let's name him in it, because why not name all of the celebrities? Why say celebrity B? Like, why? You know, I know it's alluded that it's Jennifer Lopez, but why not name everybody? I don't understand. Why is it okay for her to sue Diddy and Jay-Z, but not sue celebrity B? Why not? Why not? Well, why not sue everybody? That's involvement. You are complicit if somebody's being R-worded in front of you and you're just sitting there watching. Like, yeah, get it, daddy, get it, dad. No, you're complicit. That's a crime as well. If somebody M-word somebody takes a life in front of you and you watch them take a life and you don't report it, you're complicit. You're now an accessory. So why wouldn't Celebrity B be an accessory? You watched, and not one person, you watched two people do it to her. And you sat in the room and watched. You allowed it. So yeah, you're an accessory. Because she didn't report, whoever Celebrity B is, he or she, did not report what allegedly happened to Jane Doe. So yeah. Shout out to Kwame, says, not one victim is credible yet. Free Diddy. That's weird. In Mad Cassie being stumped and punched and kicked all the way down that hallway. Imagine one of the freak-offs that was at the hotel that day waiting for Cassie to come back into the room after Diddy flew down the hallway to go get her, that turned in a tape of the sexual act and saying that Diddy's innocent. Okay. Shout out to See Through for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Yeah, imagine saying Diddy's innocent while he stumped and punched and kicked a woman down a hallway and drug her back to where. That's literal ex-African and napping, like all of that. All of that. And then if anything sexual happened when Cassie got back to the room, that's yeah. If you're with a woman, you psychos out there, you fucking weirdos, because a lot of y'all be rapists. A lot of y'all be Pedialites, pedos. A lot of y'all beat them. And that's why y'all be wanting them free, because a lot of the stuff that he done did, y'all done did too. So, of course, Diddy's not a bad man, because if he's a bad man, I'm a bad man too. That's why a lot of y'all agree with the antics. Because to overlook that, if Cassie walked out the room during a freak-off session because she did not want to do the freak-off, he chases her down, he runs down the hallway, beats her, drags her back to the room. If anything happened sexually after that, she was raped. That is rape. Because that is not consent. It's not. That's her doing it out of fear, fearing the repercussions of what's going to happen. Like, that is, like, hello? Hello. Clearly you don't, Kwame, you need to go look up what trafficking means. You need to go, yeah, look that up. Go look up what that means. Go look it up. Yeah. A lot of y'all be idiots. Y'all be sending dollars or some change, 65 cents while being an idiot. Go actually look up what that means. Go look up his charges. Like, y'all are weird. I mean, he sat there and broke all type of laws. And then DV, that's not DV, you fucking idiot. DV is when you're in a relationship. Sometimes emotional, sometimes it's verbal, sometimes it's physical, sometimes it's financial. Like, y'all are fucking idiots. That's not DV to drag somebody back room after you beat them for somebody else to fuck. Like, what are you talking about? You're stupid. Like, y'all be like mad stupid. Like, that's kidnapping, all of that. You can't hold somebody against their will and have sex with them or let somebody else do it. Like, what is wrong with you? So, I mean, because to people that agree with, as long as you don't mind a dude doing exactly what happened to Cassie, pounding your daughter in that hallway like that, dragging her by her hair back to the room to let another man penetrate them when they don't want to be penetrated at all against their will, as long as you cool with that, cool. But just say that though. Just say it. Say I'm pro R word. Say I'm pro RAPE. Say I'm pro DV. Say that. So then we can understand where you're coming from, because we don't get it. I don't see how a person can ever see that video of what happened to Cassie before the freak off and think that it's okay. Like, it's not just what he's doing to her when he's physically harming her. It's what happened next. Him dragging her back to that room. That means that she had no say. I can imagine how terrifying that is to not be able to leave when I want to leave. That's weird. That's weird. That's where so and Cassie wasn't in a relationship for 10 years. What does that have to do with being hate? What does that have to do with that? That doesn't make any sense. Hello? That doesn't make any sense. And no, they weren't in a relationship for 10 years. No, they weren't. He took her. He took her. Did you not read her lawsuit? She was in a fucking relationship with Ryan Leslie. She wasn't in no relationship with no damn Diddy. She never wanted him. He took her. What did you get about that? He took her. Hello? She was in a relationship with Ryan. She looked at like a father figure, her boss. She never wanted anything to do with him sexually. Why did he sign her to a 10-album contract if they were in a relationship and she only come out with one album? Because that was something to hold her there. Abuse on many levels. He took her through hell. What are you talking about? What does it have to do with the relationship? What? And a relationship does not excuse what happened. Well, they were together for 10 years, so he got the right to pound her down the hallway and drag her back by her hair and force her to have SCX with another man while he watches and beats off. What? Alrighty. Alrighty. Y'all are idiots. Idiots. Girl. They were in a relationship. Were they? Were they? Because she had a whole man. Were they in a relationship for 10 years? How's she dating him and Kid Cudi at the same time? If she in a relationship with him, then why was he blowing up Kid Cudi's car? He didn't miss her? Or was he doing that to control her? Come back here or you're next. Why wouldn't a person be so scared to go back? So is she with him on the red carpet because she wants to be? Or because he's saying what happened to that car gonna happen to your mom's house if you don't come home? Sending big stocky security and men after her to find her when she was trying to run. Sending her to Dubai with black eyes and busted lips and like, what are you talking about? Do you hear yourself? Do you hear yourself? This woman married. They weren't together anymore. He on stage, instead of thanking Carisha, the skank, the tequila skank, she all in this in the audience with a sign being ignored. As brought a sign, a t-shirt, all of that. He ignored the fuck out of her. Now he on stage talking to a married woman. I want to thank Cassie for all the dark times. They weren't there. What's your excuse for that? Hurry up. What's your excuse for that? They wasn't together. She home married. How disrespectful that? Show you that she was in a relationship with Ryan Leslie when they had got together, because she home married to husband now. And he was still on stage writing songs about her. All of that. While married to Alex. And they're having children, all of that. And he's still talking about some gotta let it go, gotta this, gotta that. Harassing this woman. Hello? You call that a relationship? They go together? How? He married. She married. But he on stage thanking her for the dark times when his skank, his main girl, in the audience with a Go Poppy sign being completely ignored. He on stage harassing people. Stalking people. Not your damn rabbit. Please. Kim Porter passed away, somebody that was important to both of them. And he takes the opportunity when because again, that's what the whole relationship comes from. She feels bad for the children, wanted to check on him and the children and see how they were after losing somebody so influential. He drives her back. She meets with him to have brunch and to give her condolences. Takes advantage of that and goes and takes her and R-words her. But that's okay because they for 10 years? That's okay? That's all right? Yeah. That all he's supposed to be doing was dropping her off at her home, and he wouldn't leave her side, forced his way into the apartment and forced his way inside of her? That's okay, though? That's fine? Because they dated for 10 years. Crimes. Weirdo. Like, get it together. Just say that y'all pro R-wording. Just say that. Because that's the only type of person I can see defending one. Because that's crazy. Imagine saying free Diddy when he has women and there's proof of it. See, this ain't Jay-Z. This is not him. There's proof of Diddy's wrongdoings. Yeah. Cassie has proof that he R-worded her multiple times. Multiple times. Yeah. The proof is in the pudding. Yeah. The video of her leaving the hotel, she states in her lawsuit, idiot, that it was because he wanted her to do a freak off. She said no. She wanted to leave. She did. He ran down the hallway, beat her back into submission, pulled her hair and dragged her to the room to have unwanted, without her consent, sex. So the freak off, the male that had sex with Cassie, her. The consent is removed at that point. The consent is removed. Literally. There is no consent at that point because now it's just fear. Now it's just over with. Like, I guess out of fear, I have to let this happen or I'm going to be hurt. Because she had already said no. She left. Is there any other way of saying no? No, I don't want to do this and leave. So that's what she did. And it doesn't give that she walked out saying no. It gives Diddy went and got in the shower and she left. And she left. Do you have any hotel footage of her leaving and coming back to back to back to back to back? If you don't, shut the fuck up. That don't even make sense. You're just talking to talk at this point. She left and came back. She left and came back. She left and came back. How could she have left and come back when the camera clearly shows that she was yanked back to the room after being beaten? So what do you mean? Did she come back out of fear? I mean, hello? So I guess it's not a crime to blow up someone's car? That's not a crime? That's not a crime? Hello? Weirdo. Like that's not a crime? To blow up someone's car? How could you not do that as a intimidation tactic? Like you're trying to intimidate the person. You're trying to scare them. That's how y'all are weird. Like that's why I said, come if you want to meet sick people, come onto the internet. Come onto the internet. See, it'd be a lot of, PDOs and, R-wordist, apist, and stuff like that. And, right in front of you, because to agree with those things would be to agree with him. Literally. I can't back Diddy at all because I've seen what I needed to see. I know what I need to know. And I would never want any of my daughters near a man like that. Near an individual like that. Like, at all whatsoever. So, yeah. I know what I need to know to tell my daughters to stay the fuck away from people like that. And Diddy is definitely one of those people. And as far as I'm concerned, he is exactly where he's supposed to be. I hope Diddy never gets out of jail. I hope he takes his last breath. I hope the last beat of his heart is in his cell. Is in his cell. Because these be the same weirdos that be going around here talking about some because it's against a female that, oh, free him, free him, free him. But then you find information out that he may have had something to do with Biggie passing away or Pac passing away, and then this Diddy. You're stupid, not me. And don't you ever forget it. You're stupid, not me. Okay? Y'all are idiots. Literally. Because he did that to Cassie. Oh, well, free him. Yep, you can't prove it. When is it? When people go to jail for DV? Every day. Every day. When people go to jail for R-wording people? Every day. Every day. When did it become a crime to beat your woman? Like, wow. Okay. Weird. Like, it's always been one. Like, what are you talking about? Hello? Or please. You're idiots. But they do something to a man, and then all of a sudden, they need to go to jail. We been knew this. They should have been locked him up. They should have kept him when they had him last time. Because he did something to a man. But, hurting a woman, a lot of you men overlook it because y'all do it. Y'all do it. Y'all see yourselves in that. Y'all done smacked on women, punched on women, done all type of stuff. Forced yourself in them. And y'all done all of that stuff. So to you, you don't see it as a crime. You do it. You slap your girl around. What's the problem? Okay, maybe she would have did what he said. She wouldn't have to go through all of that. He the breadwinner. He taking care of her. He buying her everything, all the Gucci and the Prada. He made her a celebrity. Weirdos. Y'all see yourselves. That's all. That's why it's easy for y'all to support Diddy. I've never done any of those things. So that's why I can't support it because I'm completely against it. So, but with y'all be all for it. Y'all be all for it. A woman done told y'all no, y'all done still did it. Y'all done rooted them, put stuff in their drinks, all of that. So y'all, oh, what's the They came to the party, they drunk. Yeah, because y'all do that shit. Yeah. Y'all have parties and spike all of the liquor, and y'all do that. Y'all only drink the liquor on this side while the girls drinking, the jungle juice and all of that shit. Cooler and all yeah. Mm-hmm. Y'all done did it. So, y'all, what's the big deal? We used to go to clubs and slip stuff in girls' drinks and stuff all the time. So, hey, realize that. Yeah. Realize that y'all want him free because y'all see yourselves in him. Realize that. Okay? I feel like you'd do a lot better in life if you realize that you need to be in jail yourself. You need to be locked up some goddamn where too. That's all that means. You done got away with a lot, but karma get everybody. So your day coming. Your day is coming. So imagine defending a known rapist. Please, we have proof. We see it. We just didn't see the incident, but we did see what led up to it. Sure did. Because if she did anything sexual in that 100% in your press, and you're gonna stay that way. But I have to get out of here. I have to cook dinner. Oh, Lord, I gotta cook dinner. I may try to sneak on coffee. Okay, I love you guys. Over 1,000 likes. Thank y'all so much. I love you guys. You guys really love me. Y'all sure do. Y'all really love me. I love you guys too. So we will definitely be back on YouTube when I deem fit. If I feel like coming back live tonight, cussing just out, I will. If I feel like doing it tomorrow morning, I will. But when she's live, we live. You know, it's just that simple, you know, girl. So I love you guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for all of, hold on, y'all. JB, Brittany, Courtney, JB. Thank you all for the cash apps. I really love you guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love you. I love you guys so much. So I have to get out of here, but I'll see y'all soon, okay? Stay vigilant, okay? I love you guys.